No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by whether you are buying or selling. Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty would love to help you get your property sold or help you find your next dream home, farm, or investment property, no matter how big or small. Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty will help make the process smooth and enjoyable for you. Feel free to contact Jesse Sizemore anytime at 606-309-9898. Jesse Sizemore, Century 21 Advantage Realty.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raised my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This is
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
Good morning, or I say good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on.
You've been here since morning.
I know, I've been here since morning, right? Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith with you on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network's audio coverage of this year's 2026 13th Region basketball tournaments. This is the night number 2 of the boys' side of the tournament. Last night, if you missed it, we had Bell County defeat Clay County, and Whitley County defeated Pineville. Tonight, one of the other top schools that we look at here in the region, North Laurel, they are going to take on Harlan Independent in our second contest. I know Ronnie and I are looking forward to that one. With our previous associations, Knox Central, Corbin will battle one more time here at the Corbin Arena. They've had some battles over the years. But first things first, North Laurel and Harlan County. So that's what we're going to be looking at here first. And so you are here on the Chase Carson pregame, and he's running for city council of London. So we thank him for that. So, Ronnie, what do you see in the sense of this first contest? What do you know about the two schools coming in?
Well, obviously, North Laurel's the defending 13th region champions. Preseason, most people had Bell County, North Laurel 1 and 2. That didn't change all year long. They lived up to the hype all year long. They pretty much, both teams have dominated the 13th region, so to speak. And here they're coming against Harlan Independent, who upset Harlan County. So they're coming in here, as their district runner-up, a kind of a David and Goliath situation, just to be honest. We wish Harlan the best, but it will take a valiant effort from Coach Akell's team to be able to play with this North Laurel Jaguar team.
And both coaches, Ronnie, not a stranger to the floor here at the Corbin Arena. They are not strangers to regional success. Coach Akell had that run with the girls team at Harlan. If you remember the legendary Jordan Brock, who just recently had her number retired over at Harlan. She had some great games on this court back in the day, but Coach Akell went from the ladies team to the men's team, and he nearly pulled off a major upset a few years ago when they took this team, North Laurel, down to the wire, and that was, Reed Shepard and Ryan Davidson, and it was a late second shot from Ryan off a feed from Reed that defeated Harlan that year, and eventually North goes on and wins the region that year with Reed Shepard. And so, so again, no stranger to that. Coach Valentine, again, had some region success, and he's had, last year. And good team this year. Talk about a Davidson, Reese Davidson, the senior. And he's committed to go to Liberty next year. And so I think he's everything is advertised. And we're looking forward to seeing him tonight, but he's got a good supporting cast. And Cooper Elza, Jordan Rollins, also Corey Cunningham. I've had a chance to see this team a few times. And you mentioned Bell County, Ronnie. Les and I actually broadcasted the North and Bell County game about 3 weeks or so over at Bell County. Overtime thriller, instant classic. Bell County comes out with the late 5-point win, but the way the draw laid out on Saturday, if they hold serve, we could see a rematch of that one on Monday night. But Harlan said, not so fast, my friend. They got to get through us tonight. So, unfortunately, I've not had a chance to really see Harlan play at all. And so it'll be my first time looking at them tonight. But one person sticks out, Kobe No, as well. I believe he has a family member that's currently playing over at Union Commonwealth University, Kylie No. And so good family of basketball players there. So it'd be interesting to see how they do tonight. But looking forward to it.
I think you mentioned Cunningham for North Laurel. Legitimate 6'6", 6'7" kid playing along with Reese Davison, who is probably 6'4". They're standing next to each other right now. We have vantage point to see them. And Cunningham is taller than Davison. Yeah. There's not very many region teams that have two players of that caliber, of that size, that are out there on the floor. And that is a mismatch nightmare for any team in the region. Looking over at Harlan Independent, No obviously has some size. They don't have a lot of size, so they're going to have to run and gun. They're going to have to hit shots. They're going to have to shoot out of their mind to even be able to have an opportunity tonight. And, in sports, sometimes if you're not careful, you will play to the competition that you're playing against. You see sometimes really good teams, if they play a weaker team, they don't play it. They don't try as hard. They don't give the effort that they need to. We didn't see that with North Laurel girls. We didn't see that with Knox Central the other night with their girls. They got out there, busted their butt, took care of business, and that's exactly what North Laurel will want to do tonight.
Another person that, we may hear that name a lot tonight, but sophomore Caden Allen. I did a game with them when they took on South Laurel a few weeks ago, and Caden had a really good game for the Jaguars in that one as well. So again, their starting lineup is pretty packed. So looking forward to that. So we got about a minute and a half before we have all these festivities there. And so again, thank you for Chase Carlson, the pregame report. And again, he's running for City Council of London. We'll do a halftime report as well, a post game. we'll have some other superlatives going on there as well. 2 special interviews tonight. Ronnie, halftime of this first game, we'll talk to another student broadcaster, one of many that's been here this week, Tyler Ambergy. He's part of the Pineville Media Group. We'll get a chance to talk to him. And then halftime of the second game with Corbin Knox Central, if it works out, a very special interview with Coach Mitchell Madden. And if you guys know Coach Madden, he is going through some health issues right now.
Want to pump our Tuesday night.
Yes.
If everybody can come over Tuesday night at my church that I pastor, Restoration Ministries. We're in the old Lily School, just there. We're having a special worship and prayer service. We're going to pray over Coach Madden. Going to take his family a love offering and help them with their expenses and all that they're doing. And the whole community is invited to be with us.
Got a long road to hoe there for Coach Madden, but a lot of support, a lot of prayers in this community within the region for the Madden family. And so, in fact, even Knox Central, held them up in prayer during the 51st District Tournament, Ronnie. It's a very special moment. So they know what they got to go against, and they're just going to lay it in the Lord's hands.
That's right.
Well, they're getting ready to set as we have our pregame festivities. We'll keep it quiet right here as we take care of that. We'll get the starting lineups in just a moment.
Boys and girls 13th Region Basketball Tournament.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, #1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive. Whether you are buying or selling, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty would love to help you get your property sold or help you find your next dream home, farm, or investment property, no matter how big or small. Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty will help make the process smooth and enjoyable for you. Feel free to contact Jesse Sizemore anytime at 606-309-9898. Jesse Sizemore, Century 21 Advantage Realty.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raised my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
Here we are back here at the Chase Carson pregame show. Chase Carson is running for the London City Council. Thank you, Chase, for your contribution to supporting the student athletes of the 13th region. Game one tonight of the second night of action of quarterfinals will be North Laurel and Harlan, followed by Corbin and Knox Central. We'll turn it over for the starting lineups. Your play-by-play caller tonight, Mr. Steve Black.
Thank you, Ronnie. First of all, just a big kudos and shout out to the people of Oneida Baptist Institute. They are the host school here this year. Their invocation, their anthems each night, choir groups, and beautiful, very beautiful.
Very.
And so major kudos to them. All right, we're going to get started here. The visitors on the scoreboard, the Green Dragons of Harlan Independent. They come in 12-19 on the season, 9-9 in region play, 4-5 in the 52nd district. They got here by way of a 4-point upset over Harlan County in the district tournament, 55-51. So they are your 52nd district runner-ups. They take on the champions of the 49th district, the North Laurel Jaguars. First of all, Harlan County under head coach Derek Cacao, Laurel under head coach Nate Valentine. Jags are 25-7 on the season, 14-1 in the region. That only loss a couple of weeks ago at Bell County. Also 10-0 in district play this year. So, again, Coach Valentine and Jaguars looking to repeat as region champions. Harlan says, what about us? We might get an upset here. And if that's the case, that could be – talk about big news, right? I think that would reverb across the state. So, but you got to play the game, right? So we'll see here. Starting lineups for Harlan. Sophomore number 2, Jackson Perry. Sophomore number 3, Isaac Saylor. Senior number 10, Dylan Cox. Sophomore number 12, Ethan Huff. And sophomore number 35, Kobe No. So again, that is Perry, Saylor, Cox, Huff, and No. For the Jaguars, junior number 1, Cooper Elza. Senior number 2, Jordan Rollins. A sophomore number 10, Caden Allen. Sophomore number 14, Corey Cunningham, and senior number 30, and a commit to Liberty University next year, Reese Davidson. So again, for the Jaguars, Elza, Rollins, Allen, Cunningham, and Davidson.
Steve, just want to mention after the game, the defensive player of the game is sponsored by Daisy's Dream Desperations. Simbri Crisologo, our good friend, let her take care of all your planning for your vacations. The offensive player of the game will be Serve Pro, representing Pulaski and Laurel County. Let them take care of your cleaning, restoration, and construction. And then the MVP of the game, the most valuable player, by VFW Post 3302 out of London. They'll have the player of the game.
Both teams getting final instructions as they head to the court. And we thank you for joining us this evening on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. Get audio coverage only, as other groups have the video rights. But tune in and listen to us. It's like old-timey radio, right, Ronnie?
That's it.
All right.
Nobody else does what we do at halftime and after the game.
Exactly. So stick it with us here. All right, it is the Jags with the ball. First start, nice pass from Davidson into Cunningham. Cunningham misses. Battle for the rebound. And back to the Jags. Cooper Elza, running point. Gets it over to Caden Allen. Allen guarded by Huff. Underneath, ball taken away. Here comes Jackson Perry for the Green Dragons. Can the Dragons slay the Jags? Isn't that the other way around? I'm sorry, I don't know. But no with the basketball. Back out to Perry.
Man-to-man defense by North Laurel to begin the game against Harlan.
So Perry trying to get the ball down into Isaac Saylor. He gets knocked out of bounds. I'll say off a Green Dragon player. And possession back to the Jaguars. Cooper Elza will run the point. Gets a little screen from Davidson. Kicks it back to Davidson. 3 from top of the key. Bottom.
To have a big like that can shoot like that, it's amazing.
Already on top
How you doing,
here.
my brother? Good to see you.
DC Turner in the house coming over here. Hey, DC. So 3-0 already as we get started here from the Corbin Arena. Picking up the dribble, Huff. He kicks it back over to Perry. Perry driving to his left. Scoop shot up and in. Jackson Perry gets his first 2.
Nice scoop with the left hand, Steve Black.
Elza with the basketball. Top of the key to Davidson. Into Cunningham for the 2. Nice pass from Davidson.
He's 9-10 inches taller than the young man that's guarding him. It's not a very good matchup for Harlan to have Cunningham that far down low.
You were talking about the top, the 2 biggest players height-wise on the court, and they combined for that basket. Jackson Perry, no good on that one. Here come the Jaguars in transition. Davidson finds Cunningham. Cunningham around the baseline. Skip pass over to Rollins. His shot no good. And I think you're going to get Cunningham for a loose ball foul off of the rebound. That's indeed the case.
You mentioned young Mr. Allen for North Laurel. He would be on our first team all-region hair team.
See, there we go. You've got to put that together, Ronnie.
Seriously,
really.
Is there not enough talent we could?
Yes.
We have said he has great hair.
The 13th region is very talented in a lot of ways, and hair is another one. No, with the basketball, almost knocked away by Rollins. Get pass over to Jackson Perry. His shot no good. Battle for the rebound, and the Green Dragons could not save it. Back to North. 5:44 to go here in the first. And as you can see on your video screen, 5-2 your score. The home team on the scoreboard is North Laurel. The visiting or guest team, Harlan.
Harlan's playing man-to-man against North Laurel, which is very dangerous with these bigs.
Elza finds Cunningham. Cunningham jumper, it's good.
Tried to get the charge, and number 10 went down, and it left him wide open for a little jump shot.
Took care of Dylan Cox on that one. 4 points for Cunningham. 7-2 your score. Top of the key to Perry. Perry working to his right. Goes in, kicks it over to Saylor. Saylor will take the jumper in and out and in. So
nice
give it to
move.
Saylor.
Yeah, nice move. A little crossover dribble there over Davison.
3 minutes into the action. 7-4 your score. North on top. Cooper Elza, he drives in off the back of the rim. No good. Reason with the rebound. Turnaround jumper, put it in.
Little baby hook. Made it look nice.
9-4 your score. 4:43 to go here in the first. Fast-paced game so far here from the Corbin Arena. Driving in as Perry gets it stripped away, and they're going to say he was on the line. It'll go back to North.
Yeah, he tried to save it back into his teammate, but his foot was on the line there. Official right on top of it, pointed at that line, and gave it to North.
We are 4.5 to the end of the first quarter. 9-4 your score. North skip pass from Davidson to Rawlings. Back to Davidson. Drives the baseline. Pull-up jumper. Off the mark. Nice tip in, but no good from Cunningham. Gets the ball back. He'll try again. Up and in. Corey Cunningham. 6 points early here in the first.
Look for Harlan to switch to a 2-3 zone. They won't be able to play them man-to-man. It's just too big of a mismatch. Cunningham having his way down there.
Halfway through the first quarter, 11-4 your score. North Laurel on top. Ball turned over. Here comes Reese Davidson.
There's a dunk.
And he throws it down. Another 2.
Is that our first dunk of the tournament?
I believe that is our first dunk of the tournament.
It is.
Yes. I thought we'd get some in the girls' games. It just unfortunately just didn't happen. But yeah, first one. Timeout on the floor. Back in a moment.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
All right, back at the Corbin Arena, 13-4 your score. North on top. Scoop shot, no good. No with the rebound. Puts it up, no good. Perry still battling. Ball goes out of bounds.
Stays with Harlan.
Another timeout.
Yeah, this is the media timeout.
All right, we'll take a break. Back in a
The
moment.
Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Hey, basketball fans, This is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive.
13-4 your score here from the Corbin Arena. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith here with you this evening. Second night of the boys side of the tournament, night number 4 in total of the overall tournament. How you doing so far 3 nights plus in?
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
I definitely understand. Long 3, good from Isaac Saylor. Off of the timeout, good for Harlan.
They needed that. They needed that just to relieve a little bit of stress there.
Cuts the deficit to 6 at 13-7 as we approach 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Again, stick around at the half. Special interview. We'll talk more about that later. Davidson, he gets the ball stripped into the hands of Isaac Saylor. New player into the contest, Legend Mims.
What a name.
Mimes, Mimes, Legend. Backdoor
cut. Oh, he missed the layup, though.
Shot no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and I believe it'll stay with Harlan. So Legend Mimes, M-I-M-E-S, the junior, number 4 into the contest. And I think we can get a substitution for North
34.
R.J. Noble. I love that name, into the contest. R.J. Noble, number 34. 2:46 to go here in the opening period as they swing around. Also, Braxton Rowe, sophomore, in the game for Harlan, number 1. So a couple of substitutions there as well. So Coach Cal already going 7 deep. Coach Valentine at least 6 at this moment. Allen almost with the steal, though Jackson Perry hangs on to it. 2:20 and counting. Swings it over to No. Perry once again with the basketball, right side, gets it in to No. No in the paint, up with it, no good. Rebound by Davidson. Good defense from Noble against No. Davidson coast to coast, no good though. Rebound by Kobe No. Here come the Dragons. Perry, No. Over to Saylor.
2-3 zone now for.
And kind of a little trap out of that, too. Yeah. Braxton Rowe with the 3.
It's 2 threes here in the last couple minutes for Harlan. Let's put him right back in this game, Steve Black.
Cut the deficit to 3 at 13-10. So whatever adjustments Coach Acal made in the timeout, paying dividends so far for the Green Dragons. Elza over to his left. Now Davidson kicks it back to Elza from the wing. Into Noble in the paint. Up and no good. Battle for the rebound. It'll be Kobe No.
No's getting some nice rebounds down there for Harlan.
Jackson Perry with the basketball. Pulls up, takes up the dribble. Back to No and then back to Jackson. Under a minute to go here in the first. Braxton Rowe hit that 3 earlier to cut it 2-3. Mimes with the basketball. Looking for an outlet, still looking, finds a cutter, but loses it. And Caden Allen gets stripped from behind. I think they're going to call that foul on Perry.
Looked like he just slapped it out of his hands, but he must have got a little bit of the hand. So it's going to give young Mr. Allen the opportunity to go to the free throw line here and expand this 3-point lead.
Caden Allen, sophomore. His first attempt is good. And our first charity stripe bucket of the night. Looks like we got a sub getting ready to come in for North Laurel. Second shot is good. And that's going to be number 5, Cam Anderson. He'll see a lot of playing time tonight. So 7 deep now for North. So both teams going 7 deep, Ronnie.
They shot those free throws well. We saw some teams hurting with that earlier in the tournament.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Jackson Perry gets it over. Now top of the key to No. Roll with it now. Mimes drives in. Turn, stops. He traveled.
One too many steps.
Hippity hop at the barber shop. You can't do that on the court here, as the Jags will probably hold this for the last shot as we have 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 15-10 your score. Jaguars on top. Do you not like my hippity hop at the barber shop?
I liked it. I
was waiting for something.
I smiled. It was just.
It was more like, okay, here he goes again, right? Noble into the paint. Double team, kicks it out to Rollins. His floater no good at the buzzer. We've played one quarter. 15-10. North on top. Quick thoughts before we go to commercial?
I think Harlan's got to be happy. Only down less than 2 possessions.
Very good. Back in a moment.
Hey, basketball fans. This is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign. It's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive. Whether you are buying or selling, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty would love to help you get your property sold or help you find your next dream home, farm, or investment property, no matter how big or small. Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty will help make the process smooth and enjoyable for you. Feel free to contact Jesse Sizemore anytime at 606-309-9898. Jesse Sizemore, Century 21 Advantage Realty.
Back here, second quarter action from the Corbin Arena. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith with you. Halftime, we'll have an interview with student broadcaster Tyler Ambergy, who represents the Pineville Mountain Lion Media Network. So we'll have that at the half, but first things first. Harlan down by 5. See what they can do here in the second quarter.
2 big threes after that 4-minute timeout to put them back in the game.
So a little bit of momentum on the side of the Green Dragons as Mimes drives in, picks up the dribble, stripped away, though. It'll stay with Harlan. As Perry over to Rowe, back to Perry. Swings it over to Saylor. Saylor now working a little bit to his left. Mimes on the wing, top of the key, no. Swinging over to the right wing now with Perry. It's a lot of ball movement right now, trying to find an open shot. Having a little bit of trouble now with that man-to-man defense from North. Mimes drives into the paint. His shot up and good. Great drive to the basket by Legend Mimes.
You know, there was a lot of contact on that play as well. 13th region officials, that would have been an and 1.
15-12 your score. Ball knocked away. It's Mimes again. He's got a clear path to the basket. Stripped from behind, but he's going to go to the line.
Yeah, Reese Davison was not going to let him try to get a dunk there. It was very clean. He got all ball, actually, it looked like, but he got him a little bit with the body.
Now, they're pronouncing it Mims at the announcing table, so I'll try to be consistent there. We'll go Mims. How's that?
If I had a name like Legend, I just would drop my last name.
I'll just say Legend.
Wouldn't you?
Yep.
I'd be the Ronaldo of Harlan.
He makes the first.
Folks, you're seeing on the screen, that is the correct score. There's not a mess up here.
Goes in. 15-14. North only up by 1. North up at 9 at one point. Harlan has chipped it back in as Reese Davidson puts in the 2. 17-14.
The longer you let a team that you're supposed to dominate hang around, the more confidence you give them. Look for North Laurel to try to have some separation here.
Most definitely. Number 12, that's Ethan Huff back into the contest for Harlan. Mims, turnaround jumper, loses the handle, gets it back though, kicks it over to Braxton Rowe. Number 10, that's Dylan Cox. His shot no good. Battle for the rebound. It goes off of Reese Davidson, and it'll stay with the Green Dragons.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. Reese caught the ball when he turned. It came out of his hand.
I think we'll just call him Legend the rest of the way. How's that? Legend with the ball.
Yeah.
He's a legend, folks.
He's a good player, that's
yes,
for sure.
Yes, he is. He's a junior, so he'll be back next year as well. No, a long 3, well short though. Probably ill-advised from Kobe. That gives the ball back to the Jags, up 3 with 6:04 to go till halftime. Elza over to Cunningham. Caden Allen. His shot no good. Crashing the boards is Davidson. Back out to Rollins. Cooper Elza for the 3.
Cooper Elza getting hot here. He's had great tournaments in years past.
So a lot of Elzas over the years for the Jags. And I think there's another one up and coming too. Coulter, a freshman. Ball stolen away. Elza with the basketball. Got to look at things. Go ahead.
If they score here, I would think Coach Akell might want to get a timeout.
Jaguars seem to have stemmed that comeback tide from the Dragons. They've increased their lead back to 6 as we approach 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Allen drives the baseline off to Cunningham, loses the handle, back into the hands of the Dragons. And we get a whistle, and Coach Akell's going to call a 30-second timeout. Just keep it here. Coming into the game, Jordan Rollins. So see what Coach Ronnie Smith, what are you telling your crew here for Harlan with that quick timeout? What are you talking about?
You want to make sure you're getting a good set and getting a good shot. I don't think he was happy with that 3 that was shot a minute ago. It was almost an air ball. He wants him to move the ball, probably wants it to be in Mims' hands because Mims was hot, and let Saylor and these other guys penetrate off of that. I think he wanted to slow them down and make sure they wasn't just throwing up barnyard.
Yeah, speaking of Mims, he has all 4 of Harlan's points here in the second quarter. 20-14. 5 minutes and 2 ticks remaining till halftime.
Harlan's got to be happy where they are here. It's a 2-possession game this deep into the second quarter.
So with the basketball, Ethan Huff kicks it over to number 10, Cox. 10 guarded by 10, so 10 on 10. Cox picks up the dribble.
2-3 zone for North Laurel. They switched it up a little bit.
Back to Huff. They get it down into Kobe No, up and in, his first 2 of the night.
But nice bounce pass from top of the key from Mims to get it to No down low.
So good team ball right there. Cuts the lead to 4. Rollins. Skip pass over to Allen. He'll take a 3 from the wing. Off the mark. Rebound by No.
Quick shot there. Not sure if Coach Valentine will be happy with that one.
Harlan once again. Run a set. Get a good shot. Cut into that deficit. And then they get the ball stolen by Elza and immediately fouling Ethan Huff. That usually happens. You make the turnover, and then you end up getting the foul kind of out of little mini frustration. So you kind of compound everything there.
Usually it's 80 feet away from the goal when that happens, isn't it?
Davidson with the basketball over to Cunningham. Cunningham guarded by the Legend. They swing it back over now. Elza. That tipped away from Legend. He gets the basketball. Another clear path to the basket, and it's good. Legend Mims. 6 points here in the quarter, and they cut the deficit to 2.
He came off the bench. I don't know if he normally starts or what, but anyway, he's been a spark plug. He's fast, and he was above the rim on that fast break.
Sixth man of the year here in the region so far.
Yeah.
Caden Allen, in front of us, swings it round from left to right. Jordan Rollins.
2-3 zone. And when you start getting a little tired, you go to a zone.
Davidson, long shot, no good. Cunningham with the offensive rebound. And you had talked about that earlier, that Harlan would probably switch to the 2-3. Rollins, Davidson, turnaround jumper. It's good.
Good defense there by number 1. Wasn't nothing he could do. Davidson just rose above him.
22-18 your score. 2:54 to go here till halftime. Mims once again, and I've got 8 points for him here in the quarter.
Went with his left hand to the left side and just went to the rim and went above the rim. You love it when you have a player that will do that, not worried about drawing that contact.
Rollins with the 3, no good. Mims with the rebound.
North is not shooting very well from the outside. They probably need to reestablish that inside game again.
Braxton Rowe with the basketball, guarded by Davidson, picks up the dribble. They lose the ball, though, and Cunningham, clear path to the bucket, and he'll put it down. Our second dunk of the tournament.
Yeah, got away. Nice pass there by Elza to get it to him.
So a 4-point swing, Ronnie, a chance for Harlem to tie it. Now they're back down by 4, under 2 minutes to go.
You got 4 subs getting ready to come in. They're both sucking air pretty hard here. They're a little bit tired, fatigued, and it's just who wants it more now.
It'll be a matter of a moment here before we have our media timeout, as we've played quite a while here. And again, this game has flowed very well. The handle, up and no good from Cox. Rebound by the Jags. Here comes Allen. Davidson. Cunningham in the corner. He takes the 3 off the mark. Rebound by Elza. Elza finding an outlet. Rollins swings it over to Allen. Davidson in the corner. Finds Cunningham. Almost lost the handle. Regains it back to Caden Allen. 1:12. That may be a little bit deliberate here and maybe hold for the final shot. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
And as I say that, they'll run a set. There's Davidson down in. Swing pass over to Allen. He pulls up jumper. It is good.
Big shot by young Mr. Allen. Makes it a 2-possession game here, 26-20.
We may not have that media timeout, Ronnie. We got 50 seconds to go.
It's under 4 minutes, and there's not been a dead ball. And these kids are tired right here. They need a little bit of an air.
So Eden Huff with the basketball. Turnaround, no good. Battle for the rebound. And guess what? It got a jump ball. It's going to go to North. Are we going to do a media timeout with 37 seconds to go? We'll see. I think we are, and we are. So with 37 seconds to go, North up 26-20.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raised my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
I don't think I've ever seen this before, Ronnie Smith, but a media timeout with 37 seconds to go in a quarter. But that's the way it's been because this game has been up and down. We've had very few dead balls. And so it makes for a fast contest. North Laurel 26, Harlan 20. And I don't know if we expected this contest here. I mean, give a special kudos to the Dragons. They have played North very tough here in this opening half.
Yeah, and look for North to probably want to hold for one shot here, I would think, and be content getting in with a 8-point lead if they can score maybe 9.
Allen with the basketball. He's guarded by the legend, Mims. That's literally his name, folks, Legend Mims. So Allen's going to hold for it. 14-13 and counting. This will definitely be for the final shot. Davidson, top of the key, swings it over to Jordan Rollins for the 3. No good. Battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it's Harlan's basketball.
They got a little bit of time here, Steve Black, to get a quick shot.
Plenty of time if they can get a good outlet, at least an opportunity. We'll see here. We haven't had a last-second shot to end a half. Mims from half court, almost.
Hits the front of the rim.
Almost. Your halftime score, 26-20, North over Harlan.
Steve, it's going to be a great halftime show here. We appreciate Chase Carson running for Laurel County.
Say hi, Ronnie. You're on camera.
Laurel County City Council. He is the sponsor of the halftime show. We're going to get his commercial, and Steve Black will be back right after these messages. You're watching Martin's Peterbilt presentation, the 13th Region Tournament on the L4 Security 13th Region Media
There you
Network.
go. All right.
Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
All right. You can point right there, Tyler. You can look at
Right
that camera.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Don't mind that guy right there.
I think it's
standing
about
there.
John.
No, don't talk about
That's
John.
Scott Warren.
And then Scott Warren take a picture, right? So,
There he
all
is.
right. Welcome to the Chase Carson halftime report here from the Corbin Arena. Your score, North Laurel 26 and Harlan 20. Steve Black here, joined at the half by another student broadcaster this week here from the Corbin Arena. And this gentleman represents the Pineville Mountain Lion Media Network.
Yep.
Did I get that correct?
Mountain Lion Media Network. We stream on Facebook. We have a YouTube as well, but we don't do no broadcast on there. We only do news for the school on there.
Okay.
But we do our sports broadcasting on the Facebook.
He's already talking about what's going on. I haven't even introduced his name yet. So this is Tyler Ambergy. So wave hi, everybody, Tyler.
Hello, everybody.
So let me ask you, Tyler, first of all, how did you get involved with the media network over at Pineville?
So at first, I've spent my whole life like doing I've made like a bunch of YouTubes ever since I was like 6 years old. I've always wanted to kind of like entertain. And John, he does a great job running the YouTube over there. And one day I was in class and I was talking to him about it. At first I was just taking I'd get like a cheap little camera and I'd go to the games and I'd like just film for him and just hope that he uses it for something.
Okay.
But one day he was like, "We don't have no one for the Clay County game tonight. Can you come on and try it?" And I tried it and I brought my friend Riley on there. I don't think he does anymore.
Okay.
And he said I was great at it. And since Brody and Noah, they both play basketball, they were unable to show up for the boys' games. So I would get Riley on there for the girls' games with me. And because Ciela plays girls' basketball, and she'd do the boys' games with me. And I was just the guy. I've been the guy all basketball season. And I got to thank John North for giving me that opportunity. And I enjoy it, man. Everybody I've met here, this is the biggest thing I've done yet. And everybody here is so kind. With the 13th region, I guess the media in general, everybody here is so kind and welcoming, and they've been great to me.
So what do you, in the short time that you've done it, so again, this is your first year kind of a full time, if you will. So what's been, I guess, something that you've really enjoyed doing or that you can take away from this so far? And again, you're just young into this, but we'll talk more about that in the sense of future. But what are some things that's happened with you this year or something that stands out so far early in your career?
I think I like having a job that I can enjoy doing. I love watching sports, and I like talking. I talk a lot.
Okay.
I get told a lot that I talk maybe too much sometimes. Whenever you're on here, it's good to talk too much.
Exactly, right?
Yes.
It's the place to be, right, if you have a big mouth.
Exactly.
So, it's just stuff like that, right?
Yeah. And when I first started doing the basketball games, I would show up to the basketball games anyway. So if I can get to the basketball games and just talk about the basketball and get paid to do it, I mean, sign me up. You know what I'm saying? And coming here, because I was going to go to all the games no matter what. I was talking about it because I was at all the games last year. So having a job where you can get paid to come to games and just talk about it, that is easily my favorite part.
Okay. Very good. Now, can you kind of take us in the day of a life of someone that's working with the Pineville, Mountain Lion media group? What are some other types of media things are you guys doing besides just, say, broadcasting games? I'm sure there's a lot other stuff that's going on. What are some things that you guys are involved with?
So with the news team, we cover pretty much anything. We try to at least get anything that happens at Pineville. We'll go through every teacher or student down there and ask them if they want to put anything on that news. We post news every week about Pineville, anything they have going on. On their Facebook, we'll post graphics, any offers that are given to the students. And we want to get a podcast set up.
Okay.
Talking to maybe coaches at Pineville, maybe representatives at Pineville, politically. They started doing Mayor Monday, where they get the Boone Bowling and Sean Fugit, the mayors of both cities, and just ask them questions and let people know what's going on between them two communities.
Very good. So a nice collaboration there, right?
Yeah.
Between again the mayors of both cities. Let's talk about collaboration here for a moment. Now, Pineville the only student group that's going to here during the tournament.
Yeah.
I know that Knox Central's blue and gold. They'll have they'll be here later tonight for the Knox Central game, but they've been here. Bell County has a group that they were here last night. They'll be here the next couple of days. Even Barberville had a group as well. Have you had a chance to kind of maybe talk to those people that maybe who've been here in the same night you all or anything like that? How's that gone?
We've talked to the man on Blue and Gold Network.
Is it Harrison?
Yeah, Harrison.
Okay.
Harrison. We talked to him. We got him on there, and he was just telling us about what it's like broadcasting for Knox. They're here, but I'm pretty sure they only broadcast there.
I think they're just broadcasting Knox game, so they'll be setting up here at the end of this game because they'll be broadcasting that second game.
Yeah, he got on there and he told us about because he said that he's broadcasted 2019. He told us all the times he's been at the arena and how great. Pretty much, kind of going over what I've been saying, just how great everybody was to him whenever he first started. And I talked to one of the people at Blue and Gold Network. I just asked him a few of the names on the roster, and he was super kind. And both those student broadcasting people, I was talking to a couple people at Pineville about it, and they were asking if they were kind of like rivals, and I was like, nah.
So it's a good way to network and maybe have collaboration, right? Because I mean, you talked about the event that you have with the two mayors and a collaboration with that. That would be neat to have a collaboration with another student group. Because again, all you guys are trying to do the same thing, right? You're doing something that you have maybe a passion for and you love to do, and it's nice to be able to do that as you're going through high school. And the thing is, you may want to do that post high school. So let's talk about that for a moment. Tyler Ambergy, what are you looking at? But first of all, are you what is your classification right now? Junior, senior, whatever?
I'm a junior right now.
Okay. So you're about a year and a half away from thinking about college and stuff. I mean, hopefully you're thinking about that now, but are you looking to do stuff like this as you go post high school? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I spent freshman and sophomore year, my parents were in my ear talking about no rush, but you need to start kind of trying to figure out what you want to do. And I've been talking to John about it, and I think this is what I want to do. I've been thinking about Kentucky and Union. I know both of them have good media. I'd have to get I'd want to get maybe a bachelor's in communications.
Okay.
And I've been working to get so Pineville does dual credit, and I've been kind of signing up for those classes to try and get those credits before I have to go to college, because Pineville does a great job at getting us scholarships, so that whenever I go to college, I don't have to pay extra to get those classes. So I've been trying to work for that, and if that doesn't work out, like communications, maybe business.
Okay.
I think business.
Well, you could probably still do some things with communications, even with business, right?
Yes.
So, and you mentioned Union, you mentioned Kentucky. I know that a former blue and gold broadcaster, Sunny Ann Parton, actually is at UK now, and she's doing like sports journalism, and she's actually been involved with like the SEC network and some things like that.
Really?
Yeah. So there's some opportunities there. Also, you can, tug on John North. John graduated from Union, mass communications, major. They've got their program, and, there's the students are now doing broadcasts again over at Union, and that would be, good opportunity there. So, hey, best of luck to you on where you end up going with that. So, now, any shout outs you'd like to give as we kind of wrap things up? And first of all, thank you for taking the time to come over.
Okay.
But who do you want to shout out to?
Okay.
And you can look into that camera right there and give them shout outs.
I want to shout out John North. I want to shout out Amy Dishman for working hard and getting the school news out to the school every week. Ian Ambergy and the Lord Jesus Christ.
All right.
For getting me in this position I am today.
Very good. Now, one more thing. This is a side note. I look like I probably eat a few cakes in my day or whatever, but I heard that you've got some cake makers in the family or something like that. Talk about that real quick.
So my parents own a bakery in Pineville, and they work hard every day. They're in the courthouse square. I don't know the exact address of it, but they're next to Subway downtown Pineville, and they serve lots of things. They serve acai bowls, boba. They make cakes.
Okay.
They have lunch every day. It's amazing.
Okay.
I think they're amazing down there. They get a lot of compliments.
Gym City Cakes, right?
Yes.
All right. So, and how have your parents supported you with what you want to do here?
They think it's great. They think it's amazing. They just say as long as I can, as long as it don't affect what I got going on in school, then
make sure you keep them studies up, my friend.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
There you go.
They're all for it.
All right, Tyler Ambergy, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Best of luck, and it's Steve, by the way, but best of luck the rest of the way as you do broadcasting and things like that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Tyler Ambergy from the Pineville Mountain Lion Media Network. We'll play a couple more commercials here as he waves goodbye. We'll be back in a few minutes. Bronny Smith and I will bring you the second half action again at the half. North Laurel 26 and Harlan 20.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive.
Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
Tournament is proudly supported by Praxel License.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Whether you are buying or selling, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raised my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
Whether you are buying or selling, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty would love to help you get your property sold or help you find your next dream home, farm, or investment property. No matter how big or small, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty will help make the process smooth and enjoyable for you. Feel free to contact Jesse Sizemore anytime at 606-309-9898. Jesse Sizemore, Century 21 Advantage Realty.
Mr. Robert Scott is a proud sponsor of the 2026 Martin's Peterbilt 13th Region Boys and Girls.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
Before we start the third quarter, I want to give a special thank you to Tyler Ambergy for joining us here on the Chase Carson halftime show. Again, Chase Carson running for London City Council. We start the third period here from the Corbin Arena. North Laurel up 26-20. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith here giving you the action. Harlan with the basketball to start the third quarter. Long three, good from Ethan Huff. And just like that, Ronnie, we have a 3-point contest.
That's Ethan's first bucket of the game, and it's a big one here. Makes it one possession to start the second half.
Cunningham, that error, unforced error as he throws it away over Reese Davidson back to Harlan.
Again, I mentioned it in the first half, Steve. The longer you let a team hang around, the more confidence that builds and the more it glooms over you. And North really needs to put some separation in here, or it's going to be a upset factor if it keeps going this way.
Talk about relatively even here as we get a long three from the corner. It's good, and we're tied. Isaac Saylor. So 2 3-pointers. And, Ronnie, we are square at 26.
This would be an absolute major upset, 12-18 on the season. Yes, Harlan. North Laurel comes in 25-7.
Driving in is Elza. He'll pull up the jumper. No good. Rebound by the Dragons.
They can have their first lead of the game. Well, they led 2-0, but it's been a long time.
Shooting percentages relatively even. Both teams shooting in the low 40s percentage-wise from the field. That ball almost stolen away and back in the hands of Jackson Perry. A golden opportunity wasted by the Jags.
7 turnovers in the first half for Harlan, or they would have even been better than the 26-20. They have some unforced errors. They can't have that in the second half. They want to stay in this game.
Jackson Perry, sophomore, running point, gets it over to Kobe No. Kobe guarded by Davidson. Now number 12, that is Huff. Looks like the original starters, Ronnie, for both sides, starting the third quarter here. 5:50 to go. Tied at 26. Long three from the wing off the mark. That was Saylor into the hands of Caden Allen. They get it down to Elza, and he puts in the three. Cooper Elza, his second three of the night, and Jags back up by 3.
Wide open in that corner. Somebody missed their assignment.
Perry gets it over to Huff. Huff guarded by Rollins. They get it down to Kobe. No, he puts it up. No good. I think that shot was affected by Davidson. Harlan retains the possession on the offensive rebound.
Somehow Dylan Cox came around with that rebound.
Perry over to Huff. Back to Perry. Loose ball, almost stolen in the hands of Saylor. He'll take the long three. Well short, though. And it'll go over to the Jags. It was almost like he was hurrying that shot, like a shot clock violation or something. It's true. Could have just held on to that.
Now, next year, we'll have to
year,
worry
different
about that.
story, right?
And the shot clock is already in place here at the arena.
Yes, so there'll be no issue there. Speaking of that, Ronnie, I know that's going to be a lot of cost. I think now I can only speak for one school that I've seen visually, but Lynn Camp. Nice give and go alley-oop to Davidson, who lays it in.
That was Cunningham on the alley-oop.
And we get a timeout on the court, 30-second timeout. Let's just keep it right here. But again, one of the things they're going to have to put in the equipment for this shot clock, Lynn Camp already has that. They have a similar type board above their glass, just like we have here at the arena, but all the rest of the schools now, I don't know, I can't remember any other school that has that already. So there's the cost of that. Plus, you got to train people on how to do it. It's not an easy thing to do. I don't know if you've ever run a shot clock before, but it's not easy.
It's harder, in football. You got to have the play clock.
Yes.
And it's hard to, for these schools to have people to do that.
And no offense to anybody out there, you just can't have some Joe Blow come off the street. Hey, buddy, let me do that. You've got to know what you're doing in that. And it can make the difference into some ball games, next year as well, right? So that's going to be interesting on how we have the growing pains of a shot clock here in the Commonwealth. All right, Harlan with the basketball, down by 5 as North has strung a 5-0 run here since it was tied at 26.
Coach Akell called a timeout there just to try to calm his squad down. He's a veteran. He's been coaching a very long time in this region. He knows what needs to be done.
And usually the Dragons respond off timeouts. They've done so far here tonight. Ball almost stolen. It does end up in the hands of Jordan Rollins.
The height of Davison caused that turnover. He tipped it.
I mean, you look at both teams out here. I mean, I know you can't see it from home, but, definitely the size advantage player to player goes to North. Davidson over to Allen. He'll take the shot. No good. Cunningham right there with the putback. Nobody blocked him out, Ronnie. And it's now 33-26, 7-0 run for the Jags.
When you have Cunningham on one side of the bucket and Davison on the other, your odds are very well to get the offensive rebound.
Off top of the key over to No. No guarded by Cunningham. Nice defensive pressure there from Cunningham. They get it in the hands of Huff again. Caden Allen on Huff. They switch up. Now Allen is on Perry. Perry picks up his dribble. He finds Huff. Nice individual defensive pressure from the Jags, and we're going to get a timeout on the court, looks like. That's going to be a full timeout. Back in a moment from the Corbin Arena.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raise my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
Back at the Corbin Arena, Steve Black, Ronnie Smith, 33-26. Jags on a 7-0 run. Let's see what the Dragons can do. The Legend back in the contest, and last time the Legend was in there, good things happened for the Dragons. Shot no good, ball out of bounds. It will go to the Jags. Another timeout, so we'll have
a media timeout.
Well, not at 37 seconds this time, right? So with 2:29 to go, media timeout. Back in a moment.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Back at the Corbin Arena off the media timeout, 7-0 run from the Jags.
Yeah, we were tied at 26 after some big three-pointers, and North Laurel silenced it.
It's been a quarter of runs, Ronnie. 6-0 run from Harlan to start the quarter to tie it, as you mentioned. And North has returned serve back to a 7-point game. Dragons with the basketball. See if they can stem that tide in the final 2:25.
They either stay in the game here with a bucket or look for North Laurel for a 6-8 point run.
You know, you were talking about as long as they stay around, as Caden Allen, talk about the hustle there, almost got the steal. It'll stay with the Dragons. But you talked about this earlier, Ronnie. You know, you get a team like this that can hang with a team as good as North, the confidence level will definitely increase. It's still there, but it's going to have to go up a notch here in the final 2 minutes to continue that momentum. Kobe No gets it stripped by Allen. And we got numbers here. Reese Davidson, he loses the handle, but they're going to call a 2-shot foul.
I believe that's going to be on on Legend.
The Legend. His first, team first. Reese Davidson will go to the line, shoot 2. Now, Davidson at the half had 11.6 rebounds, 3 assists. He puts in the first one. He's got 3 more points here in the quarter. So 14 points overall for Davidson. He's had a yeoman's night so far. That's to be expected from one of the top players, you know, in the Commonwealth, and also going to play his going to matriculate to the D1 level next year, Ronnie Smith at Liberty.
He'll do well there.
Yeah. And, you know, talking about in the era of transfer portal, you know, if he has a good year at Liberty and stuff, that could, you know, that could turn into more of a major D1 opportunity. You just never know, right?
I asked him why he committed early, and he just said, you know what, as Elsa gets a steal, he said, I wanted to get it over with.
There you go. Allen rejected by the Legend. He keeps it in bounds.
And got the own rebound. Now he's going to go coast to coast over Davison.
Oh, and it goes in. So Legend Mims gets some defense and creates some offense. Back to the Jags.
Wow.
Why is that young man not starting?
I'm just sitting here wondering the same
Why
thing.
Is he not playing 32 minutes a game? Elza picks up the dribble, gets it over to Rollins. A 3, no good. Rebound, give it over to Saylor.
Jordan's just not been having his shots fall tonight. He's a great shooter, one of the best to ever play at North Laurel. But they're not falling tonight.
Here come the Dragons, fouled on the play. So Perry is fouled. I believe that's Allen. Coming into the game, Cam Anderson, number 5, the junior. So again, both teams going about 7 deep. It's, you say this and things will start turning around. Pretty much whistle free as well. Just letting the guys play.
Only 2 fouls in the entire game.
And right there, a lot of bodies hitting the floor. They continue to let them play. I think a lot of times, again, I can only speak for myself, but sometimes I think maybe teams appreciate it, like when you let them play, because you get into rhythms, right? And this game has really had rhythms in both ways. Still from Perry. He'll take it in. And I'll tell you right now, Reese Davidson affected that shot with his size.
No doubt.
And Harlan had an opportunity to cut it to 4. They could not. Final 15 seconds as 35-28. Elza, turnaround jumper to Davidson, no good. Rebound by the Dragons. Last second shot, no good. And we go to the final quarter, and it's just a 7-point contest. North up 35-28. Back in a moment.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network. Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
As the North Laurel Jaguar band plays 25 or 6-4, that's our version of 6-7, Ronnie Smith.
There we go.
Back here at the Corbin Arena, 35-28, North Laurel on top.
6 at halftime, 7 coming into the fourth.
There you go. But, I mean, I never know the reason behind the name of the song, 25 or 6-4. But, hey, we don't know what 6-7 means either, so I guess touche. All right, final quarter. North Laurel has the ball to start the quarter, up by 7. As, again, game of runs here in the third quarter. Let's see who will have the final run here tonight in our opening contest. And again, after this contest, we'll have Knox Central and Corbin here at the arena. Long three. Cam Anderson, it goes up and in.
Off the bench with the big bucket.
Rattled around the rim and went in, and it is a 10-point game. Possibly the largest lead of the night, Ronnie Smith.
Yes, and that's double digits. It's big.
The legend puts it in. Mims gets it back into single digits. So bringing the basketball up, Cooper Elza. North not in a hurry now at the moment as Reese Davidson well top of the key. Coach Valentine giving some instructions. And so, again, no shot clock here, Ronnie Smith. You got an 8-point lead. They may just kind of change the gear here and say, look, Harlan, you're going to have to come up. They'll do run the play. Anderson with 3, no good. Davidson with the rebound. Elza holds on to it, gets it over to Davidson. Back top of the key to Elza. Now they're going to run another play. No hurry here as Caden Allen has it now. They're just going to take their time, pick their spots. And once they find one, they'll take advantage of it. Like right there as Davidson is in the paint, turnaround, kicks it out to Allen. He'll take the 3, no good. Rebound by Mims. Here comes Harlan. Down by 8, 6:14 to go in the contest. Harlan gets a couple of baskets right here. North will change their tactics and be a little bit more aggressive. As they get the steal, Corey Cunningham, and immediately kind of pulls things back, and they get it over to Elza. So under 6 minutes. So North going to be deliberate, run a little clock here. Make the Dragons force the action. Davidson, he's near the half-court line. Guarded by Mims. Now Allen. Bounce pass over to Elza. They have definitely spread things out here in the fourth quarter. Davidson picks up the dribble. Now Cam Anderson, far corner. North Laurel going from left to right on your video dial. Davidson, jumper from the free throw line. No good. Allen crashes the boards and gets it. Kicks it back out to Davidson. Elza Finds Cunningham in the corner. Back out to Elza on the wing. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the contest. Elza, top of the key to Anderson. He drives in, finds Allen. And Allen, with his patience, probably a couple of minutes ago, that would have been a shot. He held on to it, gets it back over to Elza. Elza, top of the key, guarded by Mims. Now Allen switches sides. He's on the right side now. Cam Anderson drives, finds Cunningham with the pass in the bucket. Textbook offensive play from the Jaguars, and it gets 2.
I'm telling you, number 5 coming in the game there, Cam Anderson. He's been a big contributor here in the fourth quarter.
So the strategy for North, they're gonna spread it out until they find their shot, and that's exactly what they did there. 10-point lead as the ball is thrown away. Kobe No, I think, was looking for Braxton Rowe inside, and no one was there. New substitution for Harlan. Eli No. I'm going to take a guess that there may be a relation there to Kobe No, but Eli, the sophomore, number 23, getting his first action. 4:14 and counting.
He's definitely a contender for the all-hair team.
All-hair team. There we go. You got some old school long hair, young man. Elza drives into the paint, takes the shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it'll go back to Harlan.
Just the shots aren't falling for North Laurel tonight. And the under 4-minute timeout couldn't have came quick enough for Harlan.
There you go. Well, let's all take a breather as well, right? 40-30, back in a moment to Corbin Arena.
Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive.
3:59 to go here in the contest. North Laurel up 40-30 over Harlan. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith with you here in the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network's coverage of the 2026 Martins Peterbilt 13th Region Basketball Tournaments. Boys night number 2, night number 4 in total. Jackson Perry with the basketball for the Dragons. Ball stripped away and into the hands of the Jaguars.
Nice defense by Allen. Allen is a candidate for the defensive player of the game.
So we'll have those superlatives later after this contest. Ronnie Smith will talk to our offensive and defensive players of the game, our MVP as well, and most likely the head coach of the winning team. Allen, guarded by Isaac Saylor, ball knocked out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to go over to the Dragons as number 12, Ethan Huff, will check back into the game for Harlan. 3:21 to go. 40-30. We thank you for joining in tonight. And we thank you for joining in all week and being patient with us as we get through some bugs here and there. I think we've got them solved, Ronnie. Fingers crossed. And having a good night here at basketball for the Corbin Arena.
Going to be a big night. Big game coming up next as well.
Oh, yes. So we can't be homers, right, for our teams. We're going to call it down the line, folks. It's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. As I say, Tony P will win tonight. Just don't know which one.
Means so much to Coach Petrosky coaching his son in his final year.
Oh, yes. The legend drives in, loses the handle, though, into Davis, and Mims going to get the foul. His second. That's our first foul of the period. So Johnny Gray, he has the names, so he knows what to do with them. Get to stepping, Alan Jackson, get to stepping. So 40-30, your score, 2:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Elza with the basketball. He just goes in. No good, though.
Those shots just aren't falling.
The thing is, he had a clear path to the basket. Tried it. Didn't get it, though. The legend has it now for Harlan. We get a whistle.
It's going to be on the floor against Davison there. Davison stopped him before he got in flight.
Davidson's second personal. So, again, just, it seems like the officials, at least in this first contest, Ronnie, they have swallowed their whistles. Not a lot of activity. Saylor picks up his dribble, shot up, no good. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Harlan.
A lot of contact there. Allen comes up for North Laurel, holding his face. Saylor comes up, holding his arm.
Now, not as physical as some of the ladies' games we saw this week, Ronnie. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, Bell County, Clay County, that was a pretty physical game.
Long three by Isaac Saylor.
A big shot right there. Cuts that lead to 7. It's not over.
It's, 7 points, 2 minutes. Anything can happen. Both teams with plenty of timeouts. Just shots are going to have to fall. But Harlan's going to have to make a move defensively. So, because North, they're content to not score only when they have that opportunity. And they get it right there in the bucket. Reese Davidson.
He's going to get the and one there. Steve, he could do that anytime he wants to. He just took the ball, went to the hole, and said, stop me.
The possibility of the antique 3-point play and a proverbial nail in the coffin. It would make it a 10-point game with 1:51. It goes in. So, again, double digits, Ronnie, under 2 minutes to go. Harlan needs to get on it here if they have any chance of an upset.
Yeah, they have to score and score big and score quick.
So, 4-possession game at the moment. No over to Cox. Finds no underneath, goes up, and no good on the bunny layup. And the ball is in the hands of the Jaguars. Rollins to Reese Davidson, back to Elza. And North not interested in a shot right now. They got to make Harlan foul. Caden Allen, minute 10 and counting.
Only 2 team fouls. They'll have to make 3 fouls to get them on the free throw line.
A lot of whistles right here. And again, I'm kind of surprised here. They're just playing the hard defense. And I say that, Mims almost got the steal. And what do we got here? We get a timeout by Coach Valentine. We'll keep it right here as he calls a 30-second timeout. 56 seconds to go. North with a 10-point lead. Now, talk about Harlan's strategy right there defensively. What are your thoughts on that? Is they're playing the defense, they're not fouling, but the problem is time is running off the clock.
When you know they're not going to call fouls, you could just be as aggressive as you need to be. And Mims there, that was a perfect example. Bang, 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 bang. Finally, they blow the whistle. Just keep going for the steal. That's all you can do.
Coming into the contest for Harlan, number 24, new player, Braden Lucas, sophomore. Interesting strategy there. You've got Dylan Cox, Ethan Huff, Eli No, Braden Lucas, and Legend Mims. Only 2 starters in there, Ronnie Smith, and that's kind of perplexing. Maybe try to save on some fouls here as they're going to have to start fouling. Caden Allen with the basketball, and that seems to be the strategy. We start the fouls coming. Braden Lucas will get his first. That'll just be the 3rd personal, but they're going to have to do a couple more of that to get North on the line. Back into the contest, Isaac Saylor. So Lucas, I guess, did his job. Allen is going in there, and now Saylor will commit the personal. That's his first, team 4th. So one more foul, it'll put North to the line. Possibly too little too late as we still have a 10-point game, 43-33, with 48 seconds to go. Allen in the backcourt gets fouled, and that's Saylor's second personal, and that's going to put Caden Allen to the line. So our first penalty shots of the game comes at the 47-second mark of the final quarter. But they had to do that so that they can get the ball back. It just took a lot of time off the clock. Allen's first goes in. 11-point game, possibly the largest lead of the night. Again, 4-possession game with 47 seconds to go. 12-point Jag lead. Jaguars pressing a little bit, trying to force Harlan to, again, use more time. Eli No gets it over to Saylor. His three is good. And we get a timeout. Cut it to 10 points. Timeout on the floor, full timeout. Let's take a break ourselves. Back
Hello,
in a moment.
my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raise my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
Whether you are buying or selling, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty would love to help you get your property sold or help you find your next dream home, farm, or investment property. No matter how big or small, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty will help make the process smooth and enjoyable for you. Feel free to contact Jesse Sizemore anytime at 606-309-9898. Jesse Sizemore, Century 21 Advantage Realty.
Final 33 seconds here from the Corbin Arena, game number 1. This is going to be North Laurel's victory at hand. They'll punch a ticket to Super Saturday on Saturday afternoon as we get a foul on the play. That'll be Isaac Saylor, his third. That's just going to put North back on the line. Again.
Jordan Rollins going to head to the line.
So Rollins.
2 points tonight for him. That's all he's had, right?
Now, I've got him with 0. Let me check it here. I may have been wrong, though.
He hits that free throw.
So got him with 1 point. So he didn't have anything in the first half. I didn't have him scoring anything in the third quarter.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got the defensive player of the game, the offensive player of the game, the game MVP, and Coach Valentine will have all their interviews live. We'll switch the camera around. You'll get to see these young men here on the 13th Region Media Network.
3 no good. And again, that is the Chase Carson post-game report. Chase Carson running for City Council London. And we get a whistle, final 14 seconds. So just going to be whistle to the foul line right here. So Ronnie, just so North, they withstood a little surge there from Harlan, and they had it tied at 26, but they took over from there. Thoughts as they get set to punch their ticket to Saturday afternoon?
Well, they did what they needed to do. They overcame some rough shooting by playing very good defense. They held a very good Harlan Independent team here under 40 points, which isn't easy to do. And you got to give kudos to Harlan. They have played their guts out. They played hard. Coach Akel had his team clicking on all cylinders, and they almost shocked the world.
Almost. Harlan will fall to 12-20 on the season. North will go to 26-7. And again, they'll be 15-1 now in region games. Second shot goes in. So
what is Bell County and North Laurel together against region teams?
Let's see. 15-1 here. I want to say, let me flip it to last night. So 15-1, 16-0. So 32 or 31-1, right? 31-1.
And its only loss was against each other.
Yes, exactly. Final seconds here. Your final score: North Laurel 49 and Harlan 36. All right. Well, I'm going to step away as Ronnie interviews his players on the Chase Carson report. I'm going to get the camera set on them, and we'll be back for our second content. Yeah, I'll try that again sometime, right?
Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member? No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Number 14, Corey Cunningham.
We are back here at the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. We're so glad that you're with us tonight. We appreciate all of our fine sponsors. It is the Chase Carson pregame show and the postgame show from Game 1. So it's 2 shows in one. We'll have some great interviews here in just a moment. We'll have the offensive player of the game, the defensive player of the game, and the MVP, and we'll be joined by Coach Nate Valentine. A great night tonight of action. Kudos to Harlan Independent. They came out here, played their heart out. They were down 26-20 at halftime. They hit 2 big threes, tie the game at 26, and then were outscored 23-10 to end the game. But they did a great job staying in the game. Coach Akel, congratulations to your squad on a great season. You've got a lot of kids coming back, and I've heard some other teams say, watch out for Harlan Independent over the next few years. They've got so much talent returning. North Laurel survives and advances. Obviously, they had a rough shooting night tonight, and the shots weren't falling for them just the way that they wanted them to, but they did just what they needed to do to get the win tonight, and they continue to do what it takes to get to that next round to make it to Super Saturday. 49 for North Laurel, 36 for Harlan. Big things to look at here. 14 turnovers for Harlan Independent. That definitely was a hurt for them. 12 assists tonight for North Laurel. It was good to see them get that many assists. Rebounding, North Laurel with 49 rebounds. They out-rebounded Harlan 49-36. That is a big factor in the game. 3-point shooting, North Laurel was only 4 for 13. That's very uncharacteristic for them. And 3-point shooting for Harlan Independent, they were 6 for 13, so that helped keep them in the game. Scoring for Harlan Independent, they were led in scoring by Isaac Saylor with 14 points. 12 points for Legend Mims off the bench. They were the only 2 Green Dragons that were in double digits tonight. 3 points for Ethan Huff and Braxton Rowe, and then 2 points for Kobe No and also for Jackson Perry. So that was your scoring for them. So we've got some Jaguars that are going to be making their way here, and we'll introduce who they are, and we'll have everything set up here for you as they make their way. We'll have the offensive player of the game, the defensive player of the game, and the MVP of the game. So as they come over, we'll have an interview with them, and we'll talk with them. You need that? Okay. You just take one. Go ahead and take one. You're good. Danny Green here helps run things around here. Needed a copy. Corey, come first, if you will. We'll introduce some good players here. First, our offensive player of the game. Get you in a minute, my brother. Offensive player of the game from North Laurel, Mr. Corey Cunningham. brought to you by Serve Pro of Pulaski and Laurel County. We have him as our offensive player of the game. Had a great game tonight, did Corey. Finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds. Corey, thanks for being with us tonight. Congratulations on a big victory.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We just want to come out here and get the win. So, yeah, thank you.
Well, obviously, at 26-20 at halftime, you did a 6-point lead. They hung around the first half. They come out right away and hit 2 threes and tie the game. Coach Valentine wasn't very happy into that media timeout, but you guys kicked it into gear when you needed.
Yeah, we knew that they was going to take some punches. We had to hold our ground, take punches right back at them. We knew what this game was going to be like. It's the first round region, so anything can happen. But, yeah, we knew they was going to take punches, and we had to get punches back. And we just want to come out here and be ready after halftime. But, yeah.
Another year under your belt. Obviously, how tall are you now?
I'm about 6'8".
Well, that's what I was thinking, because you look like you've got an inch or two on Reese now. Just another year of maturity, getting a little bit older. How much comfortable are you now getting to the tournament this year?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that on the way up here. I was like, this time last year I was not this big part of the team, but yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable now for sure. My confidence has got a lot better, and I feel like I've been better as a basketball player too, so that helps with confidence. And
I like your demeanor. You're out there. You don't get all riled up. You keep playing. You get pain. That's big guys. I was a big guy too. You get fouled a lot of times. They don't call it. We barely touch people, and they call it on us.
That's right.
A lot of times people hanging on you, and we're just big fans of you, Corey. We wish you guys the best playing in the Final Four this weekend. You're our offensive player of the game.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks for being with us, buddy. All right, he is our Serve Pro offensive player of the game, and now we're going to move on to our defensive player in the game. Our defensive player of the game brought to you by Daisy's Dream Destination by Simbri Crisologo. Our defensive player of the game goes to Mr. Caden Allen. Caden, thanks for joining us tonight, buddy. Heck of a game out there.
Appreciate it.
Well, tied at 26 there in the third quarter. The shots just weren't falling tonight like they normally do. And you just kind of took this defense over, picking pockets, back slapping, getting steals, diving on the floor. You knew what you needed to do tonight to help your team win.
Yes, sir. Coach got onto us a little bit in timeouts, telling us we're not playing defense hard enough. So, I put my body on the line. I'm gonna do what I have to do to win the game.
Well, defense wins championships. That old cliche, and you only scored 49 points.
Yeah.
But okay, but you only gave up 36. So
exactly.
That's a big thing. They only scored 10 points after those 2 big threes to start the third quarter.
Yep.
10 points from about 4 minutes in the third all the way through the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you take pride in your defense.
Yes, sir. I used to just be an offensive player, but then when I got to high school, that changed. Most of my game defense now.
Well, whatever it takes to win, seeing the team coming up as you were younger, obviously the ones that went on before you, different things, the team, what the success they had last year. What's the biggest difference in your role from last year to this year?
Well, last year I didn't really play much, so I was more of a scout player. So now I got to show that I earned my spot.
Well, you've definitely done that, and I've watched you several times this year. It's a pleasure to watch, and you're just surrounded by some great players. I think it's great too. You're 2 bigs. You got Davison and you got Corey down there. What a blessing! Most teams don't have 2 bigs like that.
Yeah, they're huge, man. They're a big part of the team. Very big part of the team. Without them, this game could have came down to overtime.
Yeah. Yeah, it really could have, and we give you kudos tonight. You are our defensive player of the game. Very proud of you. Keep working hard, and congratulations, my brother, in the Final Four.
Appreciate it.
All right. That's Mr. Caden Allen. He is our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Daisy's Dream Destination. So you had Corey Cunningham as the offensive player of the game. You had Caden Allen as the defensive player of the game. And then the MVP that we have is making his way down from VFW Post 332. The good folks of London, our MVP of the game, Mr. Reese Davison. Nice to see you in person, man.
Yeah,
We're always talking on TV and stuff, man.
Yeah,
I like it better when we can come down here. Congratulations. The old cliche is a win is a win is a win. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, 49-36. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but you know what? You guys did what you had to do to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A win's a win. That doesn't matter how much we win by. I mean, you don't get no further in the tournament for beating teams by 20. So, I mean, we're just doing whatever we got to do to get the win. I thought, they had a few runs but we didn't lay down. We stayed together and came out with the win.
Yeah, very physical game. Obviously, you and Corey down low, battling against their bigs. You know, they came out there in the third quarter, 2 quick threes, tied at 26. And then from about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter to the end of the game, so 6 minutes and 8, they only scored 10 points the rest of the game. You guys really kicked it up defensively.
Yeah, that was a big key focus. We were doing decent on offense, especially the first half. They just kept going on runs and kept shooting. And so we were just trying to get as many stops as we could, and that's what we did.
Yeah, well, man, how important is this for you to have Corey down there take a little pressure off you?
It helps a lot. I think he's gotten a lot better as the year's gone on. Just if I get the ball, they come up on me, I dump it down. If I get it in the post, they're trapping, kick it over to him, he gets the layup.
Yeah, that's what I thought was really cool is seeing Corey and seeing Caden from last year to this year, where they are with your team. They just made you guys stronger.
For sure. I mean, we're going to need them. We needed them this whole year, so it's good to have them.
Hey, man, always good to talk to you, buddy. I just appreciate you so much. Congratulations on a big win tonight.
Thank you.
All right. It's Mr. Reese Davison, our MVP of the game, and Coach Nick Valentine is going to be with us here. We'll talk to him before we get him on the road. Know that these guys are just great. They're just good kids to talk to, good student athletes. Coach, thanks for being with us tonight. Congratulations on the victory. A win's a win's a win.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, survive and advance. That's what Harlan County may be the best 12-win team in the state, and I say that. I mean, I was concerned coming in this game. I'm not going to lie. And everybody kind of said, "What are you worried about?" But Harlan does a great job of limiting possessions. They can spread you out. And they got 5 guys that can all put it on the floor and drive and kick and make threes. And they go 6 of 13. They're very efficient from the three-point line. So they can put some pressure on you. That's what you do in the tournament. Try to get it tight, put a little pressure on the other team, see how they handle it. We were up 6, gave that back coming right out of halftime, and our guys just keep playing. And I think that's a testament to them and their leadership. They just keep playing and don't need to call timeout, talk to them. They can handle it. So really proud of them tonight.
Yeah, what was interesting, 26-26, that's probably about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. They only scored 10 points in the rest of the game. The ball just wasn't falling for Jordan and I. It wasn't for Cooper and some of those guys. So you leaned on your bigs and your defense. I was really impressed with your defense tonight.
Yeah, I thought we defended well. Second half, we didn't follow the scouting report the first probably 4 or 5 possessions, and I got some easy ones. But after that, I thought we did a good job getting pressure on the ball and staying in front of the ball and really just playing with effort. We've got to start coming up with more 50-50 balls if we're going to advance in this tournament. But again, I told him you got to win by 1. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 3 years ago, we were here with a guy named Reed Shepard and had to throw one in. Ryan Davidson threw one in at the buzzer. So you just survive in advance. You got to go through those games to get where you want to go, and we're okay with it.
Yeah, I know you got a lot to do, but I just want to bring up, Caden Allen and Corey Kennigan, where they were last year and didn't contribute as much to what they're able to give to your team this year. It's just made you guys better.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, without those two, I don't know that we win this game. But Corey keeps getting better and better, and Caden, I think he doesn't have any idea how good he could be. And he keeps improving, and just got to get more confidence. And this is new to those guys. Getting a lot of minutes. It's new in this arena, and hopefully it'll help them in the next game.
Well, play the winner of Knox Central and Corbin. It's going to be a typical Final Four in the 13th region, and just congratulations for getting there, Coach. Best of luck to you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you very much, buddy. All right, Coach Valentine, just a class act. His team wins tonight, 49-36 over a very good Harlan Independent team. Harlan Independent did a very, very good job, and we're so proud of them. And good to see you, buddy. You can't walk by without saying hi to your coach. All right, so what a game. This is the Chase Carson halftime show. Nope, it's the post-game show. Excuse me. Steve Black is making faces at me over there, doing what he needs to do. We appreciate you, Chase. He's running for the London City Council, and he was the sponsor of tonight's game. Congratulations once again to our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Daisy's Dream Destinations and Simbri Crisologo, our good friend. Let her take care of all your vacation. She is just does a wonderful job. Caden Allen was our defensive player of the game. The big man, 6'8", Corey Cunningham, is the offensive player of the game for North Laurel, brought to you by the folks of Serve Pro, serving Pulaski and Laurel County. And then the game MVP, Mr. Reese Davison. That MVP is brought to you by VFW Post 3302 out of London. We appreciate them sponsoring the MVP, Reese Davison, with 18 big points and 10 rebounds tonight. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Steve Black's going to come back, and Black will be back in just a moment.
Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member? No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge. Whether you are buying or selling, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty would love to help you get your property sold or help you find your next dream home, farm, or investment property. No matter how big or small, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty will help make the process smooth and enjoyable for you. Feel free to contact Jesse Sizemore anytime at 606-309-9898. Jesse Sizemore, Century 21 Advantage Realty.
Hello? Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raised my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
Back at the Corbin Arena, we're about 9.5 minutes away from our second contest featuring Knox Central and Corbin. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith with you. Still, we're on the Chase Carson pregame show. We just had the postgame report. Now we have a pregame show. And so, again, Chase Carson running for London City Council. And so good interviews by Ronnie with the superlative of players and coach of our last game. Again, that final 49-36, North defeats Harlan. And Reese Davidson, 18 points, 10 rebounds, so double-double. Isaac Saylor ended up with 14 for Harlan. All right, so we're going to change gears now. We're going to focus on this one. It's old-time rivals, Corbin Redhounds and the Knox Central Panthers. So Corbin coming in on the season, they're 50th district champions, 15-13, 10-5 in the region, 6-2 in the district. Knox Central, 51st district runners-up, as we have the award-winning Knox Central cheerleaders right in front of us, so you may hear them in the background.
They're literally right in front of us.
16-10 on the season, the Panthers, 8-6 in region, 4-1 in district. They fell defeat to Pineville in that double overtime classic, 80-79 back on Friday night. So, Ronnie, I mean, what are you going to see out of these two longtime rivals here? Again, a reminder, they did meet one time this year, back on the 23rd of January. It was a 65-60 win at Knox Central for Corbin. In that game, Eli Petronsky, 17 points, Trey Person, 14. Lucas Britton, 10 points in that contest. But what are you seeing here as we get ready for this contest?
Well, the big thing is the physicality of Corbin. With Eli Petrosky in person down low, can Knox Central match that? Because they're letting them play so much, Steve. That can really, really be a big factor. And then can Evan Ellis shoot the three? And can Lucas Britton help them take care of the ball? That's what the Redhounds have to worry about tonight.
And for Knox Central, again, a young team for Knox Central. Only one senior on this team, Evan Taylor. He'll be one of the starters. But, Ronnie, they start two sophomores, and they're going to start two freshmen here tonight. And it may be players that normally not start. I'm not, two for sure. I know one name that sticks out, Kobe Reed. Typically from the games that I've seen with Knox Central, usually it's like 6 men off the bench. So, but getting the start tonight for Coach Patterson. And so the player to watch for Knox Central, Ronnie, is sophomore. Sophomore Hayden Melton. And I'm looking at the starters. Okay, so they made the change there. I was wondering there for a moment if Hayden was going to get the start, but Hayden's got a body for basketball in regards to as a post-up player, Ronnie. You talk about physicality during this tournament and physicality here for tonight. We could see some of that from Hayden. So got to make some changes here. They did make some changes on the starting lineup for Knox Central, so we'll make those corrections. So I guess it was a typo because Kobe Reed is not going to get the start here this evening. So we'll make those changes. So probably a typo there, as Hayden Melton will get the start for the Panthers as opposed to Kobe Reed. But we'll see plenty of Kobe Reed here tonight. So going to be physical. The first game was very close, very physical. Knox Central had the lead most of that contest, Ronnie. But I tell you, one person to watch, Trey Person for Corbin, had a really good game late in that contest, Ronnie, to preserve that 5-point victory for Corbin.
Yes, and it's just a game that this is a Final Four atmosphere.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like a quarterfinal game, even a championship. No bones about it. Steve Black, I love you. You're my friend. You're my brother in the Lord. But Knox Central and Corbin don't like each other. They just don't like each other. And I've tried. I've had pregame prayers, tried to pull them together to pray. And, they've had such rivalries through the years. Evan Taylor. I love Evan Taylor that plays for you. He was at Corbin. I watched him play for years. Transferred last year. I wish him the best. I love Tony Patterson. He was a senior when I was a freshman. I looked up to him as a young player.
Played back in the day with each other.
Personally, I don't hate him as bad, but it's just because the rivalry went a little south there for a little bit of time, and there were some things that happened that maybe were blown out of proportion a little bit, but maybe they weren't. So at the end of the day, these kids didn't have a part of that.
Now that was a generation ago, if you will, basketball-wise. So, again, new era. Like these teams that had not really played each other over the last couple of years as well, but kind of got back into the particular schedules as we had that one back on the 23rd. Now, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that if everything works out, if he did indeed make the contest tonight, special halftime interview during this game with former Panther coach Mitchell Madden. And so if it wasn't for the health problems, Ronnie Smith, Coach Madden would be on the sidelines right now. Unfortunately, he had to step down over the offseason due to the health situation. And so that paved the way for Coach Patterson, Tony, to come back in. You know, Tony Patterson's had very big success here at the arena, 3 regional championships in a row. But the other Tony Petrosky, he has had his success on this court and others over his 20-plus years as head coach. So, again, you've got some coaches that played in the 13th region back in their day. They've coached against each other many times. So, not much to really, again, skip past each other. It's just going to be the execution of the kids that we have here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tony Petrosky is in his 26th season.
That is incredible.
And he's 50 years old.
That is even more incredible. How about that?
It really, truly is. His son, Eli, is a senior. Known Eli all of his life. Coach Petrosky will be coaching his guts out tonight for his son, just the way Tony Patterson did for his son, who's now on his staff.
Yes. So keeping things in the family here on both sides. So let's see. Oh, somebody's playing some. Oh, we got a band here tonight. That's good. So
Corbin's band is in the house. So we do have, I love it when we got a good band.
Got a good representation from Corbin behind us here, student section. Well, a lot of red over on the other side, a lot of blue and gold.
Now, I want you to notice a student section of Corbin wearing blue. You say, why are they wearing blue? That's for Eli Hill, the young man that passed away, Adam Hill and his beautiful, lovely wife. I love them so much. They're great people, and they do that in memory of Eli. That was his favorite color of lollipop.
They got that little symbol as well that you see a lot around here as well. And so always good that you know, teams and schools, you know, can get behind things in the community. You know, those are unfortunate things, but again, it just shows the human spirit of this community to rally around those who are going through situations. So, and again, same thing for Coach Madden. In fact, Ronnie, before the championship game on Friday, they took a moment to recognize Coach and his wife, Brandy, as they had a pregame prayer for Madden. That was brought on by Coach Patterson and his staff, so a very good gesture there. And so, again, we hope to see Coach Madden tonight. We'll get to talk with him, and we wish him all the best.
Yeah, I want to talk about Tuesday night.
Yes.
We intentionally did that. That's the night after the region championship, Tuesday night at my church, 420 Lilly School Road in Lilly. It's in the old Lilly School. The church I pastor is called Restoration Ministries. We're going to have a night of worship. Anthony Combs is going to come down and lead worship. He knows Madden very well. And I'll be speaking a little bit, and we're going to have worship and prayer. We're going to pray over Coach Madden and take a love offering for his family to help them with their expenses. And every one of you are invited to come and worship with us.
Coach Madden not only meant a lot to the people at Knox Central, as he had a 2-year stint there, won a district title. He very effective in the lives of people in the region when it comes to basketball.
Well, it's time, Steve Black, time for the starting lineups. Thank you, Chase Carson, for sponsoring the pregame show tonight. We're ready for the final game of the quarterfinals. 3 of the tickets are punched. The 4th one will be Corbin or Knox Central. Here's your starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our second.
All right, the guest on the scoreboard, the Panthers of Knox Central under Coach Tony Patterson. Again, 16-10 on the season, 8-6 in the region, 4-1 in the 51st district. They lost a double overtime thriller Friday night against Pineville, 80-79. Their starters, the number 1 sophomore, Evan Hubbard, number 2 sophomore, Trevor Smith, number 5 freshman, Spencer Pritchard, number 21, the senior, Evan Taylor, only senior in the squad, and then super sophomore, number 55, Hayden Melton. And again, for Knox Central, Hubbard, Smith, Pritchard, Taylor, and Melton. For the home team on the scoreboard, the Corbin Redhounds and the coach, Tony Petrosky, 15-13 on the season, 10-5 in region, 6-2 in the 50th district, 50th district champions as they defeated Whitley County last week in that district. Again, both teams met earlier this season on January 23rd over at Knox Central, and it was Corbin with the 5-point win, 65-60. 3 players in double figures for the Redhounds in that contest. So some key players to see tonight for Corbin. Eli Petrosky, the coach's son, Trey Person, as well. Lucas Britton. Those are some names. I'm sure others will pop up as the game goes on for Knox Central. Names that you'll hear probably Hayden Melton, Trevor Smith, Evan Hubbard. And I'm sure other names will pop up as well. They have finished the starting lineups for the Panthers. Now we got the starting lineups for Corbin here on the court. Good crowd here tonight for the second night of the boys' side of the region tournament. The winner here will take on North Laurel. And that game will be at approximately 2:30 on Saturday afternoon here from the Corbin Arena. And again, North Laurel punched their ticket earlier with an impressive 49-36 win over Harlan. And in that game, Ronnie, I think we agree, Harlan never backed down. In fact, it was 26-26 at one point. And after that, North just went on a run that the Dragons could not come back from. Ronnie, you can already tell the noise level is already up because I'm having a hard time hearing myself through this headset.
Yeah, you can tell the difference in the atmosphere. No doubt about it.
A couple of schools that are relatively close here to the Corbin Arena. Of course, Corbin here in town. Barberville only 15, 20 minutes away. All right, getting things started here. Petrosky and Melton to start things off. And it'll be Corbin with the first possession. Top of the key, Ellis. Swing it over to Enkins. Skip pass over to Britton. Now number 20, Ellis with the basketball.
Ellis, Uncle Anthony, I played with him many years, one of the best basketball players I ever played with. Uncle Anthony Ellis watching from Michigan tonight. You're listening.
Person gets a touch. All 5 players for Corbin has a touch. Petrosky, no good. Battle for the rebound, Hayden Melton. Pritchard with the basketball for the Panthers. Kick it out over to Trevor Smith. I've known of Trevor since he was a little kid. His dad, Jason, he's a volleyball referee here in the 13th region. Long 3 from Hubbard. It goes in. Evan Hubbard gets things started as Knox Central on top, 3-0.
Knox Central in a box and 1 against Ellis. They've got 4, 2 at the top of the key, 2 down low, and then number 1 is Garden Ellis.
Pull-up jumper good from Evan Ellis, the junior, and they cut the lead. Or actually, was that a – no, there we go. They put 3 up on the scoreboard, Ronnie, and they will get adjusted that 3-2, Knox Central on top. Good battle there. We'll have Petrosky and Melton, Driving in is Smith, no good. Rebound by Person. Here come the Redhounds. Person going all in on all 4 players. He'll go to the line as he's fouled.
Yeah, he got hammered. Got the rebound, went coast to coast. Gets hit hard. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 here. And free throw shooting will be big in this game. It's big in every game, but especially tonight.
Hayden Melton with the first personal. Trey Person worked with his dad back in the day, Sean. First shot, no good. No fear going in there amongst the 4 Panthers. So it was a 1-on-4 pass break, if you will. Person a chance to tie it with the second. It's in and out, no good. Rebound by Taylor. And they'll kick it over to Trevor Smith as he runs point. Melton over to Pritchard. Pritchard gets it into Melton, guarded by Petrosky. Melton shot up and in.
Nice shot.
Melton, yes. Nice turnaround off the glass. 5-2 at the 6-minute mark here of the first quarter. Akins kicks it over to Britton. Ellis with the basketball. Looked like a 2-3 zone a little bit there from Knox Central now, kind of a amoeba type as well as they switch around. Petrovsky goes in, no good, gets his own rebound, doesn't get it, battle for it. Smith kicks it over to Evan Taylor. Back to Smith. Pritchard. Now they get it into Melton. Melton again, Petrovsky picks up the dribble. Gonna love that battle the whole night, Ronnie, between those two bigs.
Yeah, you can just tell. And again, they can be as physical as they want to be again with these referees from this region.
They get it into Melton, kicks it over. Trevor Smith, his shot no good. Battle for the rebound. It'll get in the hands of Clay Akins. Swings it over to Ellis. Ellis drives into the baseline, pulls up his dribble. Skip past to Petrovsky. Top of the key three. Off the back of the rim. Battle for the rebound. It'll be Evan Hubbard. Hubbard gets it across the timeline for the Panthers. Now Trevor Smith knocked away. Pritchard will just let it go out of bounds, and it'll stay with Knox Central.
A little bit of nerves from both teams, a little bit of jittery. They'll calm down and get in the rhythm here.
First substitution into the contest, Mason Salmons.
He's the quarterback for Corbin. His dad's the football coach.
I thought I recognized that name.
Last name is pronounced Salmons.
Salmons.
The L is silent.
Oh, okay.
I learned that the hard way doing the PA.
Oh, you know what? When you do PA, you mispronounce a name, they will let you know.
Let you know. There is an L, but I can tell people that don't know Coach when they call him Salmons. Oh, there's a
three. Evan Taylor. Eight to 2, Knox Central with the early lead.
Two big three-pointers to start this game for the Panthers.
Salmons had it. They go down underneath. Person turn around, puts it in.
Nice pass from Lucas Britton there. Found him on the baseline.
Evan Taylor. Spencer Pritchard, top of the key, gets it into Melton. Kicks it back out. They'll go ahead and rerun the offense. Again, Pritchard, Hubbard, and Smith around the perimeter. Trevor with the basketball gets it over to Spencer Pritchard. Hubbard finds Melton. He loses the handle, regains it. Kicks it over to Smith. Nice tight defense from the Red Hounds. Melton kicks it back out to Smith. It's knocked away. They're going to call a foul, and I believe that will be on Evan Ellis. We'll see. Nope. On number 13, Lucas Britton. His first personal. Full timeout, 3:40 to go here in the first. 8-4 Knox Central. Back in a moment.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Buddy,
back at the Corbin Arena, 8-4. Knox Central with the early lead. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith, here with you as we join forces. 3 by Spencer Pritchard.
Coming right out of the timeout, their third 3 of the first quarter.
We talk about collaboration, right? Again, with different schools and stuff. We're having a collaboration here tonight because we have histories with the respective schools. So we're doing it in harmony, right, Ronnie?
Absolutely.
Eli Petrovsky with the deuce.
You know, you talk about knowing them. There's a couple of these. I've known them all of their lives. Most of this team.
Oh, yes. 11-6, Knox Central on top. Melton with it, turnaround jumper, and it just rolls in.
Nice play by Melton. Nice post up. Instead of going to the left, he flipped inside the lane to the right.
Hayden is a good kid. Don't know about his dad, though. Wink, wink, right? No, just kidding. Tim's an excellent guy, AD over in Knox Central. Remember Tim over back in the Union days. That's a long time ago. Means we're old. Person with the basketball, Pritchard. They go in. They're going to get Pritchard with the foul.
Only the third foul called in the first quarter. 2 against Knox Central, 1 against Corbin.
In the contest for Corbin, number 22, Dalton Henderson.
He's a big man. That gives him a little bit of size there. Eli's going to get a breather.
All right, going to inbound the basketball underneath Corbin's basket. They swing it over to Ellis. Ellis will take the three, in and out, battle for the rebound. Person with it. He's still trying to get the handle of it. He does. He'll take a three his own. No, it is short. He gets his own rebound. Skip pass over to Ellis. Ellis, he is blocked. And a no call there. I think they're letting him play, Ronnie, definitely.
Slapped him on the hand.
And could not get it to go in on the layup, Ellis, and it goes into the hands of Evan Taylor. Here come the Panthers. Yeah, you talking about holding your whistles there. That was a body blow. Definitely right in front of us. Approaching 2 minutes to go here. Panthers with the basketball. Melton, no good. Henderson with the rebound. The kick out over to Britton. Skip pass over to Ellis. Ellis drives. Fakes Hayden out of his shoes. Puts it in.
Yeah, that head fake right there got Hayden up in the air. An easy layup for Evan Ellis.
Corbin cuts it to 5 at 13-8. 1:40 to go here in the first period. Winner to take on North Laurel Saturday afternoon around 2:30 p.m. Our last first-round contest of the week, as tomorrow will be ladies' night for the semis. Smith picks up the dribble, gets it into Melton. He puts it in. They're going to count it. Let's see. I think they are. No, let's see.
Yeah, I think they're pointing on the floor. We'll see.
Okay, so I didn't get the sign. So it's going to be on Person. And you are indeed correct. They're not going to give him the shot. They're going to inbound the basketball. Team fouls, 2 apiece on the first quarter. Melton, Pritchard, he'll take the shot. No good.
Eli Petrosky back in the game there, Steve, gets the rebound. So you got Petrosky and Dalton Henderson. You got 2 bigs for Corbin.
Person with the three. Give it to him. Trey with the tray.
That's a big 3 there by the senior.
5 points, and they've cut it to 2 at 13-11. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Trevor Smith, I don't know, some player getting ready to come in for Knox Central, but may not be until the second quarter. We'll see. Now Trevor Smith has the ball. Guarded by Ellis. Works his way to the left, drives in, layup, no good. As Henderson gets the block, the big man uses his height to his advantage. And a foul against Trevor Smith. Not a good foul there, Ronnie.
No, not with 28 seconds to go. Corbin more likely was going to hold for 1 shot anyway. They can hold it here, get the tie, or maybe even take the lead.
Number 34, Luke Olmstead, sophomore, coming into the contest. We're seeing who we have. So Melton, Olmstead, Pritchard. Number 1, Hubbard. Number 2, Smith.
Lucas Britton has it right in front of us. We could almost reach out.
Hey, Lucas, how's it going?
He's going to hold it there down to 20 seconds.
A chance to tie it for the Red Hounds or possibly take the lead with a 3. Well, if they shoot a 3, they will take the lead. It's no possibility about it.
Could be one of your antique 3s.
Oh, there you go. Person gets it over to Ellis, back to Britton. Britton switches to the side there. They get it into Ellis. He's underneath a triple team, and time runs out. We played 1 quarter. Knox Central 13, Corbin 11. Back for the second quarter.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive. Whether you are buying or selling, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty would love to help you get your property sold or help you find your next dream home, farm, or investment property, no matter how big or small. Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty will help make the process smooth and enjoyable for you. Feel free to contact Jesse Sizemore anytime at 606-309-9898. Jesse Sizemore, Century 21 Advantage Realty.
Can't find him anywhere.
Back here at the Corbin Arena, 13-11, your score. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith. So, Ronnie, real quick, first quarter impressions, pretty even so far.
We can't show the game. We're sorry. We're not allowed. PTRC is the only one that can show video.
Yeah, I think
but we will have player interviews, and we'll do the best we can to sound as great as we can for you.
I think we've been pretty transparent about that the whole week again. So, again,
we're not allowed, or we would, I promise.
Yeah. We didn't have enough money to get the video right. Sorry. What is it, Mark Stoops said? Pony up.
Yes.
No, that's just kidding. But, yeah, just stick it here. We'll have a special halftime interview, and we have something that other groups are not offering. So, hey, we're unique in that area. All right, Knox Central with the basketball, the 2-point lead. Pritchard, top of the key. So, again, pretty even game so far between these two. Melton kicks it over to Trevor Smith. Trevor, he takes the jumper. Off the mark, no good. Melton with the rebound and the putback, it's good. And Melton with 6 points on the night and a 4-point Panther lead.
All of his points have been literally within 1 foot of the basket. He's a great finisher around the rim.
Bringing the ball up, Evan Ellis, the junior. He's guarded by Hubbard. In the corner, Person. Petrosky from the elbow. No good. Rebound, Melton. Here come the Panthers. Chance to increase their 4-point lead. Smith guarded by Akins. About to go out of bounds, and it does. And let's see, turnover gives it to Corbin.
Yeah, it was off number 2.
So good defense from the Red Hounds causes the turnover. A chance for the Red Hounds to cut into this 4-point deficit.
That was Clay Akins over there. Great football player, known for his defense.
Didn't he win American Idol or something like that, or is that a different
I think it was Akins.
Oh, okay.
Plural.
I'm not sure. Turnaround jumper in for Evans. His 6 point.
You get him hot, and he can change the game in a heartbeat.
Cuts it to 2 at 15-13. Let's see if the Panthers can respond. So Evan Hubbard, top of the key. Over to Pritchard. Pritchard goes to his right. There's a little motion offense there as Smith back to Hubbard. Turnaround jumper, good. Evan Hubbard. 5 points on the night.
Nice little spin move in the lane. Spun around, he was wide open.
17-13. Knox Central on top. Corbin across the timeline. Akins to Person. Long 3, Ellis. It is short. Battle for the rebound. Still battling.
Ooh, a lot of
in
contact.
the hands of Luke Olmstead.
Yeah, a lot of contact, a lot of bodies, heads flopping back, getting. This is really a physical game, but we expected that, Steve Black.
We're going to have a lot of sore ball players this week.
Believe it.
Now, they're young. They can heal easier than us, right?
Yes.
We get a whistle.
It's going to be Clay Akins, plural. It's going to pick up the foul.
First personal, that's going to send number 2, Trevor Smith.
Clay Akins could possibly be at least an honorable mention on the all-hair team.
Okay, there we go.
You check him out there. He's got the beautiful cut short on the side, perm on top.
I see that. Yeah.
On the
Perms are back in style here at the Corbin Arena.
And it may be natural. I shouldn't say that. But he's a good kid.
Second shot by Smith is good. 6-point Panther lead.
See, check it out here.
Oh, and it flows too.
Very flowing when it flops up and down as he gets down the court.
You think we're a couple of cosmetologists here talking with all this? Is it because we're losing our hair? I don't know.
I've lost mine, brother.
Long three, no good from Britton. Whistle, it'll go to the Panthers. Loose ball foul.
Evan Ellis.
Got him for just one. 5:03 to go till halftime.
Mason Salmons checks back in, the quarterback, sophomore. Had a great season for the Red Hounds. You talk about getting ripped. They had some bad luck happen to them on the road. They should have been state championship this year.
That's some stuff. Smith picks up the dribble, gets it knocked away. Olmsted with it, back to Smith. Yeah, that was some crazy set of events, my friend. Long three by Hubbard, no good. Rebound over to Person. Here come the Hounds. And Britton gets knocked around. This time they will call the foul. Number two, Trevor Smith now, his second personal. So, and who put that in? I'm
Salmons.
Sorry. Thank you very much. Kind of snuck in on me there. Cuts the lead to 4. So, Tony Patterson needed to make a decision whether to keep Trevor in the contest with those 2 fouls as we approach halfway through the second quarter. It appears that he is their field general on the court. Get it into Melton. Melton, an offensive move, loses a handle, though. Back into the hands of Corbin. Ellis in transition. Works to his right. It gets knocked out of bounds. They're going to keep it with Corbin. Substitution into the contest. And let's see. Going to get a timeout on court. We'll talk about that later. Back in a moment here from the Corbin Arena.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raised my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
Back at the Corbin Arena as we were serenaded by Deep Purple Smoke on the Water from the Corbin Band. I loved it.
They're sounding great tonight. Lucas Britton's going to be called for a travel there. Our buddy Randy Worley, who will be with you tomorrow night.
Hey, Randy.
Listening from 25,000 feet.
Oh, my gosh.
Between Charlotte and Knoxville on his way home from a week of business. You'll enjoy Randy. Randy will be with Steve tomorrow. My daughter's got a tennis match. I'm going to go spend time with her tomorrow night.
Yeah, they're a little family thing. Exactly.
She's the baby of 8.
Oh, gosh.
So she gets a little special treat.
There you go. There you go. Panthers with the basketball, 4-point lead here, under 4 minutes to go till halftime. Number 21, Evan Taylor now. Into the ball game for Knox Central, number 22, Noah Parton. Or actually, he was going to come in. I guess he didn't. We get a scramble there. It looks like a jump ball.
Bodies all over the floor. Jump ball's going to go to Corbin.
Well, Parton was looking to come in off the timeout. I guess he did not. So it's Evan Hubbard, Luke Olmsted, Spencer Pritchard, Hayden Melton, and number 21, Evan Taylor for Corbin. Why don't you give us the Corbin 5?
Mason Salmons in the game, Eli Petrosky, Evan Ellis, Trey Persons, and Mr. Lucas Britton
There
is
you
the point
go.
guard. Bobby Britton's boy.
Teamwork makes the dream work on the announcing team here. Person goes in, and we get a charge.
He was out of control. Yeah, he was out of control there.
He did go in a little bit out of control, and that's his second personal.
Good to see Trey in there working hard, but just didn't get where he needed to be.
So a player on each team, Ronnie, starters with 2 fouls here in the second quarter. Panthers, the 4-point lead and the basketball under 3 minutes to go here in the second.
Eli Petrosky held to 2 points so far. That's a big factor for the Red Hounds. There's an offensive foul on the pick against Knox.
Luke Olmstead, the illegal pick. His first foul. Well, team fouls. Corbin with 3, Knox Central with 2. Substitution. The hair man, Clay Akins.
What do you think? Is he first team all hair or at least honorable mention?
I like how it flows. I really do.
It's controlled.
Exactly. Because none of us can have that again.
Mason Salmons misses a 3. Rebound, Evan Taylor for Knox.
I never really had good hair, Ronnie.
Akins with the stripping, just strict Pritchard.
Nice pass to Ellis for the 2. And it's a 19-17 game. So Corbin on a little run.
We got a ball game here. This is exactly what we expected, Steve Black.
Could be the most competitive game of the week to this point. Over to Melton. Kicks it out over to Olmstead. Or excuse me, that is Evan Taylor, 21. Skip pass over to Spencer Pritchard. Now Noah Parton there set to come in. As well as a Corbin player, I do not have a number you may recognize.
Let's see. That's Dalton Henderson.
Okay, looks like he has a flock of seagulls hairstyle from this point. But hey, I'm just saying.
He's got good hair too.
He just doesn't have it in the back. As Spencer Pritchard puts in the deuce.
That's called an up and under. Head fake, then he scooped under. Nice shot by Pritchard.
Pritchard, the freshman, reaches it back out to a 4-point lead, 21-17. So now Henderson turned away. I don't see the flock of seagulls anymore. Long 3, no good by Salmons.
Good steal.
Oh, nice presence of mind for the steal. Couldn't finish it, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Some nice action as Trey Person goes into the front row right here in front of us.
Slammed right into a young lady and a boy. They never flinched.
Melton shot no good. Rebound by Ellis.
Both teams are a little out of control right now.
It is a bit out of control.
The shot selection's not the greatest.
Pull-up jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound. Hayden Melton kicks it over to Pritchard. Empty trips from both teams. We're under a minute here till halftime.
Corbin has only scored 6 points in this quarter, but Knox Central's only scored 8.
Nice steal there from Akins. And looks like we'll get the foul from Pritchard. And that's number 2 on Pritchard with under a minute to go. Dalton Henderson will come in. Noah Parton. Now, Noah is the brother of Sonny Ann Parton, a former broadcast partner of mine from the Blue and Gold Network.
Yeah, she helped us last year as well.
Sophomore at the University of Kentucky, doing really good things up there. I think works a little bit with the SEC network as well. And she does some things on game days for University of Kentucky basketball. Number 13, Britton, and they lose the ball. It's tipped, though, so it'll stay with Corbin.
Corbin will no doubt hold for one shot here. Knox Central is going to be leading going into halftime.
21-17, final 28 seconds from the Corbin Arena. Ellis slowly bringing it across the timeline. Gets it to Akins and his flowing locks.
Yes. I think he's going to be borderline first team. Just because of the way that he's
Give it over to Salmons. That is tipped away by number 21, Evan Hubbard. It just only leaves 4.9 seconds. Good defense from the Panthers. Our buddy Patrick's coming over here getting ready to reset the camera. Britton, jumper, good at the buzzer, and it'll make it a 21-18 game at the half. So, Ronnie, your impressions of the first half of this contest?
Only a 2-point game, 21-19. Big play there by Lucas Ellison. It's a one-possession game. It's what we expected. 50 points will win this game.
I tell you right now, they had a big old close-up of my mug. Patrick has got it out there. It looks good. Patrick, go ahead and just tighten that thing up.
We'll take a timeout here if you want to. And
we'll see if Coach Madden is able to make it down here.
Yeah, that'll be good. It's the time for the Chase Carson halftime show. He's running for your London City Council. We appreciate you, Chase, and all that you're trying to do. We wish you the best of luck in your election.
Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member? No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Hey basketball fans, this is Coach T, Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here at halftime, the Chase Carson halftime show brought to you by Chase Carson, who is running for City Council of London. I'm here joined by Coach Mitchell Madden, who formerly of Knox Central. We'll talk about some coaching history here and things as well. And so if, as many of you know, Coach battling right now with some health issues and doing a admirable job with that. So, Coach, if you don't mind, how's that going? Tell us if you don't mind.
Well, we've the first diagnosis got taken care of, and it sort of went away, but now it's spread a little bit. We're back into actually start mode. I go back to Cleveland. I leave Sunday for Cleveland. We're going in for a biopsy Monday morning, and that'll tell us where we're going to have surgery first or chemo first.
Gotcha.
But we're listen, we fit the first round hard and came out of it, so I'm going to fight this in the same.
Well, it's kind of the epitome of your career with coaching and things like that. And so, for those of you who don't know, again, the career path and stuff of Coach Madden, why don't you take us through that a little bit? Because I know you're a big person around this area, not just in the sense of Knox Central. You've had other stints, but also just that you affect a lot of kids' lives here, basketball-wise, in the region. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'd helped coach at Jackson County for a little while. Then I went to OBI and coached my first year. Then I got my own program going in London, KBE, and we had over 500 kids attending from counties from everywhere.
That's incredible.
And then I started at Knox. I've done the gym at London and Knox for a while, and then it got a little overwhelming because that's a lot.
Yeah.
And then coaching one week and I'm sick the next week. So we don't know what's going to happen from day to day, but
sure.
I'll give the glory to God. I'm sitting here talking to you That's why I'm here. And but we've had so much fun with these kids. There's so many kids in here I've saw tonight, that from little kids to grown up kids, that it's amazing. They'll come up and give you a hug. They remember you, and like that makes everything I've done worth it.
Yeah.
And watching Knox play here, I mean, those are my kids no matter what. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't get to leave like I wanted to, but I'm here supporting them, and they're playing hard right now. But
yeah, I mean, and the thing is, it's like, you know, in following Knox Central, you know, and just where, you know, the program in the sense of a rebuild, they were coming off, I think, like a 4-win season.
Yeah.
You took over and got back to championship mode as you won the district championship a couple of years ago. And tell us about that experience and the things that changed and just kind of you know, through that as you were
that
going.
was unreal. That year, we wasn't supposed to win the district. I said we're young. Nobody, you were 4-26, but when I took that job, I said, you know, it don't matter what it was last year, and it don't matter what anybody believes. It's what we believe. And those kids are resilient. They are right now. That was one of the funnest groups I've ever coached. They're young. We didn't have nothing to lose. We pulled off the 1-point win against Pineville in the district game. That was unreal. And then came over here and got a big win against North. And the next year, Pineville beat us, but we got back and had Harlan County. But like the experience there that I got was something the kids can say they were getting experience, but it got me just as much experience. I love that. The atmosphere, getting to do that is something I've dreamed of. And I think Knox has the team in the next 3 or 4 years could contend for this region.
And because they're a young
so
team,
young.
up and coming team, pretty even here tonight. What has impressed you most about tonight so far? Give us a coaching analysis here of this contest.
Well, I think if Knox hits 3 or 4 little bunny shots they've hit, they're up 8 or 10 right now. And they're doing the good game plan is good. I just got to finish those shots. And Corbin is Corbin. Tony's one of the best. And when you play him over here, you got to have those because he's gonna make adjustments. And he's one of the best in the region to me. And Patterson is too. So I think this game is going to be just what everybody thought it's going to be.
Like I tell everybody, I can guarantee a Tony P victory tonight. I just don't know which.
Which side.
So. Let's talk about this a little bit again as you're going through your battle. Last Friday was the district final over at Knox Central, taking on Pineville again. There seems to be a theme with Knox Central and Pineville last 2 years, and again, as you talked about earlier. But what did it mean to you for and again that you were, you know, you and your wife Brandy were coming out in prayer, giving up in prayer, just that whole experience.
Well, something like that shows you when they reach out to me about being there. That shows you so much respect, and sometimes that you do stuff and you don't think it's appreciated. That shows you that everything you did was very much appreciated. Those kids loved me, hugged me. I did them. Those coaches put that together. So hats off to them. And KC, I'm KC to the end. I love them. They were so good to me. But that was, I don't know. That's just something that's God sent. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense, my friend.
He's put so many people in my corner right now. And I'm being just like I coach. I said we don't quit till the horn goes off.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do it either.
And that's that's great. That's great. A testament to your faith and to the fight here, you know, that you're having. So now, I know one of the things that impressed me, again, outsider looking in, your time at Knox Central, you did a lot of work not just with the boys, but you also helped out on the girls' side as well and worked with. Seemed like you had a good. Collaboration there with Coach Steve Horn and his team. And I know there's some players over there on that team that are very special to your heart. But take us through that and just the nice collaboration and how that goes and how you feel with that.
Well, just getting those kids to play together. We would do workouts after practice of evening, the boys and girls, and we had kids that didn't even play that would come. And it was a KC thing. They all believed in each other and just working with either team. And right now, some of those girls gave me a hug before the game. Watching them do good, and I said, you better do good Friday night. But I'm watching them, and we both, I get so much out of it, and they get so much out of it. It's just the respect we have for each other. Yeah. And KC, I was there to help everybody. It didn't matter who or what. If it was KC, I wanted to do it.
Well, it was definitely evident, Coach. I know that earlier in the year, I think there was some kids over there in Clay County. There was some stuff going on in Clay County. I saw you there with some pictures with some of the girls. Now, I got to actually see you a couple weeks ago at Clay County. And again, despite everything, you look good. I'm just going to tell you right now.
I told you, glory to God, I'm sitting here. I feel good.
Yeah.
But those kids, when I go watch these kids, almost every game I go watch is a kid that played for me at my gym.
Yeah.
Growing up, those when we was over there, Addie Mae from Corbin, Izzy, and we had Macy from Clay County. I had girls on both sides, and they were texting, say, "You coming to watch me?" And it means so much to get those messages. Like, I got kids here, everywhere. It's just, it's amazing that the respect and love that they show back. They're like, "Coach, you were behind us. Now we got you."
Very good. And I mean, I'm going to bring up one special, I think, kind of close to us, but Hallie Collins. And so I know she's, at Pikeville right now, playing at the collegiate level, and just, in her relationship.
Man, Hallie's my girl. That's just what I call her. She's my how bug. That's what I've called her my whole life. When she was in 3rd grade, she started playing for me. We started playing and practicing. I talked to her dad. I said, I think she needs to be playing with the boys. It would help her. So we put her in a practice there. She looked good, and I said, let me play her with them once, because you're allowed to do that at the 6th grade. And I'll tell you one good experience from her. We were in the state tournament at the KBC, and we were in the Final Four. This boy from North Odom is sizing her up, looking her over, and I was thinking, you better size her up, old boy, because she's fixing to come at you. And we win that game, and she's got 20 and 10.
Oh, my God.
And on playing the boys. Like, Hallie don't back down, and she don't quit. She'll text me once or twice a week, and that's the relationship you build through
There
this.
you go, yeah.
If I do something to help that kid through life or change her life, she hurt her ankle just here a while back. She'll reach out, Coach. I said, it's okay. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're tough. Don't let this don't break you. We've had ups and downs. I'm going through one now, but you know what? I'm not quitting. You're not going either.
And I think that's a great thing about the things that you've done and over the years, and just from what you're talking here, it's the relationships that you've built, and they're still going and will continue to go.
We can teach them basketball all day, but here's the thing: basketball is a blessing.
Yes,
it's an extra activity that we get to do. If I can teach you to do something through life, and you respect that, and you grow up to be a great young person, that's what it's about. The memories, we all got this, but what we got is the legacy we leave behind.
Yeah. And so, and that that is great. And I echo that as well. And just, listening to you as well, I look at some people, and I'm going to put you in the same area of Tim Mills. I don't know if you knew Tim Mills, a Hobart, but he was going through some, things and stuff, but he lived his life, and he did it for the Lord. And you're going through things right now, and you're doing that too. You're doing everything you can to live your life.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here now.
Amen.
And like I said, we're going to get through this. If this is what takes me out, it does. But it's going to take me out with me fighting.
Well, it does say you're going home, right?
That's right. That's right.
You do everything that you can and continue to make an impact on those around. Now, special announcement. I know that on Tuesday, we got, Ronnie Smith here, Reverend Smith, and he's got something going on for you guys over at the Restoration Ministries there at the old Lily School.
Yeah.
I think it's at 6 o'clock or so on Tuesday.
7 o'clock.
Oh, 7 o'clock. Thank you, Anthony Combs, among others. So tell us a little bit about that, because I know that definitely kind of hit you guys really well.
That's another respect thing. I'm like, this is unreal at the respect these people are showing. And when they reach out, want to do this, and Anthony's a great guy. I've known him for years. To watch me play ball, to support me, and the support Ronnie and them have showed, and you guys, it's overwhelming. And and Brandy will tell me sometimes, she say, because there's times when you have this, you want to check out. You get so down, you get so out. And 6 months, man, I was on the couch, couldn't move. And she said, you got so many people behind you, you can't quit. You got so many people for you. And listen, that's what keeps you going.
Amen.
You got Jesus Christ. Everybody is here for a reason. Yeah. And when about the time you go down, somebody will send you a message or something that just for the right time. And it is what it is. But what they're doing Tuesday, I think we're going to have a packed house. And if we could touch somebody in there in a way that instead of on the court, change somebody's life, it was all worth it.
Yes, very much. And amen, and echo that. I know that when your eternal security is taken care of, live free, right?
You just enjoy your life, and it is what it is.
Well, I will tell you right now, our church has been bringing you up in prayer, my friend. And so, again, continue prayers that things will work out, and that no matter what, you continue to make an impact around this area.
I love you guys. I appreciate you guys more than you know.
All right, Coach Mitchell Madden here at the half. So real quick, what's your analysis for the second half as we get ready to start?
I think Knox is gonna hit these shots. And I think Corbin's gonna be very aggressive here.
There we go.
I think it's going to the war.
All right. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you,
I appreciate that. Again, Coach Mitchell Madden here on the Chase Carson Halftime Show. Chase Carson running for City Council of London. And we thank Chase and we thank everyone for their support here during the region tournament. We are a few seconds away from the start of the second half. And Ronnie will be back in here in a second. We'll see if we can get our camera turned around a little bit. So you're stuck with me right now. And again, Tuesday night, 7 p.m., Restoration Ministries over in Old Lily Gym. That will be going on, that service for Coach Madden and his family. And again, just an inspiration like others here in the 13th region. All right, we get things started here in the second half. So we're going to ask Ronnie to adjust the camera, and then we'll get back on and going. Knox Central will start things off here in the third quarter with the lead 21-19. Pritchard top of the key over to Trevor Smith, back to Pritchard. Evan Taylor. Got a couple of Evans out there, and Taylor and Hubbard. Hubbard with the ball now. Top of the key to Smith, back to Evan Hubbard. He drives to his left, pulls back to his right. Ball stripped away by Petrosky. Here comes Corbin. Corbin with a chance to tie or take the lead. Petrosky up and in. Eli, 4 points on the night, and we are tied at 21. Back here with Ronnie Smith. Ronnie, that was an awesome interview.
Love that guy.
Yes. His demeanor is so bright despite everything he's going through. And he's made a lot of impact on people around here as Ellis puts it in, and Corbin takes the lead at 23-21.
You got to have Eli Petrosky having more than 2 points in the half, and he got that in the first minute. Look for him to have a big second half.
Pritchard with the basketball goes to his left, kicks it over to Taylor, back to Pritchard. Hayden Melton against Petrosky, stripped away, fighting for the loose ball, gets into the hands of Ellis. Fast break over to Britton. Got up and in, and Lucas has fired up.
Timeout.
A
Coach,
quick
look
30
at him.
second. Oh, my goodness.
Tony Patterson about lost his tie. He's got his suit coat on. He is fired up right here. His team has given up 6 points in a row, but you got to applaud the Corbin Redhounds. They came out here firing on all cylinders to begin the third quarter.
It's a game of adjustments, Ronnie, and Tony Petrosky had his adjustments at the halftime for his strategy here in the second half, and we got a good one here. Or as Mr. Panther Johnny Gray would say, a barn burner.
Yeah, it's danger time though.
Yes.
I mean, Knox Central wants to get back in this game. Corbin has the momentum. They're capable of going on an 8-12 point run, no problem. So great coaching there by Tony Patterson to try to stop the momentum. But X's and O's, Tony Petrosky, 26 years, he's going to be hard to beat. It's been around a long time.
Knox Central with the basketball. And one of the things that the Panthers have done, they're shooting well, actually 50% in the first half to Corbin's 37. We'll see how that is going to be changing. Right now, it's all Corbin here in the third quarter. As a 6-0 start, they've taken the lead. Pritchard pulls up his dribble, kicks it over to Evan Hubbard, who finds Evan Taylor. Top of the key to Trevor Smith. Over to the right, now Spencer Pritchard. He works his way to the top of the key over to Evan Taylor. Skip pass over to Smith. The shot, no good. Rebound, Trey Person. They've got Britton right there wide open, up and in. And Lucas Britton, 2 buckets in a row, and it's a 27-21 game.
The second time he's released on the rebound for the defense for the Redhounds, and they've just got it up to him quick. There he goes again.
Pritchard with the miss. Petrosky with the rebound. 8-0 run here in the second quarter, and Petrosky will go to the line as he's fouled. Knox Central needs to stop the proverbial bleeding, and I believe that's going to be on 55, Melton, his second. Petrosky, the senior, at the line, shooting 2. I think he's related to the coach. I'll have to check and see. First shot up and in.
34 coming in off the bench for Knox Central.
Luke Olmstead off the bench, and I'm kidding, folks. He is related.
Eli's little sister Lindley's just an 8th grader. She's
Up
going to
and
be a player.
Up and
She's
coming
going to
basketball
be a
player in her
player.
own right. Shot is good. 29-21, 10-0 run to start the third quarter. Could be the difference in the ball game. Evan Hubbard, long three, it's good.
That's a big three. First score took them 3 minutes, almost a drought. They needed that to break the streak.
At the 5:11 mark of the third quarter. Akins kicks it out to Petrosky. Three from top of the key, no good. Akins with the rebound. They swing it around. Britton, he's got the hot hand, up and no good. Rebound by Olmstead.
Clay Akins, the shortest player on the court, was able to get in there and get the offensive rebound and keep it going for the Red Hounds.
Shortest player, but the best hair.
Yes.
Long three, Hubbard, no good. Battle for the rebound into hands of Ellis, and Britton wide open again. Corbin will slow things up. Ellis drives to his left, pulls up, jumper. It rolls off, rebound Melton. 29-24. They find Evan Taylor. His shot good, give him a three. Evan Taylor with his second three.
The former Red Hound playing against his buddies. They hang out a lot. They're still friends, and he hit a big three there for the Panthers.
29-27 now, just a 2-point advantage for the Red Hounds. It seems like Panthers kind of stemmed that tide there. Long a three, give it to him, Lucas Britton.
He's on fire.
7 points here in the third. It's a 5-point Red Hound lead.
He's one of the seniors on this team with Petrosky in person.
He's not ready to end his season or end his career at high school. He wants another day. Trevor Smith kicks it over to Melton. Melton Petrosky knocked out of his hands by Person. They'll get the foul. And if that's Trey's foul, that'll be his third.
Winner gets North Laurel Saturday.
Into the game, Mason Salmons, and we'll get a timeout on the court. 3:35 to go, 32-27 Corbin on top.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
Back here at the Corbin Arena, 3:35 to go here in the third, coming out off of our media timeout. And it's Corbin 32-27. They've had a monster third to take over the lead. And we're set to go back into action. Hayden Milton. DC Turner walks across. I'm going to tell him to sit down, DC. Sit down. Evan Taylor floater, no good. Rebound by Ellis. Across the timeline, the Red Hounds. Ellis, his shot's blocked, but foul.
Who's going to get that foul for Knox Central? There were three different Panthers there.
Looks like that's going to be Melton. If that's the case, that's his third.
Wow, that is big because he had a monster first half, and they need him with the likes of Dalton Henderson and Eli Petrosky down low.
Ellis at the line, first shot, no good. Melton with three for Knox Central. Person with three for Corbin. Go ahead, Ronnie.
He's the first Red Hound in double digits with 11 now.
That second shot goes in. Some substitutions.
25.
New player for Knox Central, number 25, Abram Smith, 8th grader. Full court pressure by the Red Hounds. They back off a little bit as Knox Central gets to the timeline. Luke Olmstead into the contest, too, for Knox Central. That turnover. Ellis with it. Kicks it over to Britton. He's got the hot hand. Back to Ellis, driving the baseline. Petrosky up and in.
What a pass. What a pass by Ellis. And Corbin's back up by 8, their biggest lead of the game.
Britton to Ellis to Petrosky for the 2. Petrosky, 6 points here in the quarter. Driving in, Evan Hubbard. No good. Battle for the rebound. It's Britton. Pass over to Ellis. Ronnie Corbin, they have been hot of late in the games here recently. So trying to get that and parlay that into a victory here tonight. Long pass in. It got knocked away. Battle for the rebound. We get a whistle. Let's see who we're going to get that on. Eli Petrosky, just his first. That's going to give the ball back to Knox Central. 2:26 to go here in the third, 35-27. A little bit more pressure again from Corbin. They'll get it across the timeline. Trevor Smith. Skip pass over to Evan Hubbard. Into Abram Smith. He got the shot blocked. As Smith and Melton kind of look alike. They're kind of their hairstyle. We keep talking about hair. Ball stolen. Here come the Panthers. Trevor Smith kicks it over to Evan Taylor. Spin move. Picks it up. Olmstead now with the basketball. They swing it around back to Trevor Smith. 1:44 to go, 35-27. Corbin, 8-point lead. Knox Central needs to get some buckets here to get back into this contest. Evan Hubbard over to Smith. Back to Hubbard. Top of the key, Evan Taylor. Very deliberate right now as they work to get the best shot possible.
They're down 8 points. They don't need to waste too much time.
We've seen that a couple of times here this week of teams doing that. And the shot no good from Smith, so empty tripped after all of that. Here come the Red Hounds. Ellis. Now, and so Coach Petrosky, I think he will kind of go a little spread out here in the final minute. And why not? You got the 8-point lead.
16-6. Corbin's outscored them here in the third.
You know, and I like to call this the separation quarter. Doesn't always happen. This person goes in, no good. Rebound by Evan Taylor. But sometimes in the third period, you'll get a team that gets that separation to establish himself. Corbin fit that here in the third quarter. Olmstead, no good. Rebound. It goes to Ellis.
Now they'll definitely probably hold for one, and that's because of the adjustments of the coaches at halftime.
Exactly.
That's what Tony Patterson is known for.
So Ellis gets across the timeline, 19 seconds and counting. They'll definitely hold for the final shot. Ellis kicks it over to Britton. And, Britton, Ellis, and Petrosky. Those three have shown up here in the third quarter. Britton, long three, exclamation point, no good. And that shot by Olmstead, no good. After three, it's 35-27. Corbin.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Coach T. Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Whether you are buying or selling, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty would love to help you get your property sold or help you find your next dream home, farm, or investment property. No matter how big or small, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty will help make the process smooth and enjoyable for you. Feel free to contact Jesse Sizemore anytime at 606-309-9898. Jesse Sizemore, Century 21 Advantage Realty.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art sheriff's office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
Final stanza. Trey Person, turnaround jumper goes in immediately. Corbin increases their lead. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith here. 10-point Corbin lead, largest of the night.
Wow. That's all you can say. What a second half by the Red Hounds.
I tell you, Knox Central had a 2-point lead after one, a 2-point lead at halftime, but it's been all Corbin since. We're 7:25 away from one of these teams going home for the season. Melton shot no good. Petrosky with the rebound.
Good defense by Eli there. Melton went up strong, just came up a little short.
Winner here gets North Laurel on Saturday, Super Saturday. Bell County, Whitley County will be the first game at 1. This game will be at 2:30. Person puts in it again. He's got 2 in a row. Now, Trey Person took over this last contest back in January with these two, with that 5-point Corbin win. And Coach Patterson wants a timeout. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick break.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raise my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
All right, back at the Corbin Arena, 39-27. Corbin on top, Steve Black and Ronnie Smith. And Knox Central they've got some work to do. Down by 12, their largest deficit.
They've only scored 6 points in the second half so far in about 10 minutes of play.
And this was a team, Ronnie, that shot 50% in the first half. Melton misses, and their shooting woes continue.
Mason Salmons runs down the rebound for the Red Hounds.
It is very interesting how, again, any team, you get someone that hot shooting, all of a sudden go cold. And this is a fickle game they play in basketball when it comes to shooting. Right now, Corbin in control. And honestly, Ronnie, at this point, I think they're just going to run some clock a little bit, be deliberate, look for the best shot possible. They tried to get a cutting Ellis. I don't think Ellis was ready for that pass from Petrosky.
No, it wasn't. Actually hit him in the head, went out of bounds. But it's all right. Both teams in a little bit of a funk here now. The momentum, I'm not sure who has the momentum right now.
Right now, the momentum is the time, because every second that clicks off is another second toward the end, and Knox Central needs all the time it can get. Olmstead, he puts it in, and the sophomore with his first points of the night cuts the deficit to 10.
Baseline jumper out of the zone. Corbin was in his zone.
Knox Central needs to be aggressive to try to force some turnovers. We get a whistle away from the ball. I'll tell you, a little kind of surprised there. Evan Hubbard, but with the physicality, though. Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he does that a lot, does he?
Doesn't seem.
Especially Trey Person. He's a big guy.
Speaking of Trey Person, another bucket. Person with 6 points here in the quarter.
11 in the game. He's the second Red Hound in double digits. There's a steal by Eli Petrosky. And Knox Central's in trouble unless something happens here.
And again, every offensive possession from Corbin, they just be deliberate. They're not in a hurry. They don't need to be. They're just going to work around, look for the best possible shot. Eventually, a defense will open up just like that right there. And in Salmons with the floater, and it's 43-29, still by Person. And here comes Corbin once again. Person a clear route to the bucket, up and in.
Wow.
8 points here in the quarter for Trey Person.
I can't believe Coach Tony Patterson's not called a timeout.
And he just did right there. He was, oh my goodness, a run by Corbin, 45-29. Full timeout. Back in a moment from the Corbin Arena.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raise my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been paid for by Chance McPeak.
Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
Back at the Corbin Arena, 4:43 to go in our last first round contest. After tonight, it'll be the semis. Tomorrow night, ladies' night again, as all the district winners will play each other tomorrow night. Then Saturday, the boys will play early afternoon. They'll have the girls' championship Saturday night, and then the boys' championship Monday night here from the Corbin Arena. Stolen by Person, and he kicks it over to Britton. Up, and it's in, and the foul. Lucas Britton with the 2.
That was a goaltending.
Oh,
but it went in anyway.
It went in anyway. Now, do you get extra points for that? Okay, I didn't know. Into the game for Knox Central, freshman Kobe Reed. And I think that may be the first time we've seen Kobe, and he was plagued as a starter. And I think there was a typo early on, but he is in this contest. Just a freshman. Evan Taylor takes the 3 from the wing. It is out, no good. Rebound by Britton.
Still just 8 points in the second half for Knox Central.
Talk about frigid when it comes to scoring. Again, they were shooting 50% in the first half. Maybe one of the best shooting percentages of anyone in this tournament for a half. And it is totally different. We get a whistle away from the ball. And let's see, that may be on, that's on Reed, his first, Kobe Reed. And we get the media timeout, Ronnie. We'll be back. Final 3:46 from the Corbin Arena.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
Back at the Corbin Arena here in, you guessed it, Corbin, Kentucky. And it's been all Corbin here in the second half. Steve Black, Ronnie Smith with you. 47-29 your score. And Aiken for a 2. He wants to get in on the action. And we've got a 20-point game, Ronnie Smith. Incredible.
Unbelievable. 49-29. Corbin has been on fire.
Believe it or not, Knox Central was up at 2 at the half, 21-19. Only 8 points here in the second half. Evan Hubbard, no good. Battle for the rebound. Still battling. It's Hubbard. He goes in, dips a shoulder. They're going to call the foul on Britton, though.
On the floor, though, I believe.
3:15 to go.
30-8.
Incredible.
Run.
30-8.
Unbelievable. One of the best performances we've seen by
I think
anyone
by
here in the first
team
round
this week. Yeah. I know that Jaguar is watching intently as well because they get the winner of this contest on Saturday. Evan Taylor, long three, good. And a little bright spot there, maybe a little too late, though, for the Panthers. Taylor, I got him unofficially with 9 points off of 3 threes. 49-32, your score. They kick it out to Ellis. Ellis gets fouled. Looks like that's going to be on Trevor Smith.
I just had one of the coaches in the region pass by and looked at me and he read his lips. He said, "Wow, I'm shocked."
Definitely. I think there's a little bit of surprise here. They're starting to foul here as Hubbard gets his second. 14 fouls on Knox Central. They need to get them on the line as quick as possible. So they're going to try to draw this game out as much as they can. Petrovsky guarded by Melton at the half court line. Knox Central sticking with it. Tough defense, trying to force a turnover, and they did as they'll get the ball back. Trey Person could not handle the basketball. So a little bit of positivity for the Panthers. Hopefully it's not too late. We'll see. But they've got to do something here, Ronnie. They can't have empty trips. And let's see here, a three, no good. And Petrovsky with the rebound.
He's been a rebounding machine,
yes,
has Eli. He only had 2 at halftime, but he's had quite a few this half.
Turned it up a notch, as has the Corbin team. We get a whistle. And that's going to put Corbin on the line now. Hubbard, his third. That's going to put Eli Petrovsky on the line. So Corbin will be in the bonus for the remainder of this contest. He puts in the first. And again, right now in high school basketball for the last few years, no more 1-and-1s. You get 5 team fouls in a quarter, you're shooting 2 bonus free throws. He misses the second. 50-32, 18-point lead as we approach 2 minutes to go in this contest. Almost call it here, but Panthers see what they can do. Turnaround Reed, no good. Melton with the rebound. He goes back up, and it's in and out. Definitely unlucky, and a loose ball foul. Looks like it's going to go against the Panthers.
I think it's setting into Knox Central. They understand that the 18-point lead with 1:49.
It's
just a very fast game as well. Steve, it's 9 o'clock. And
it's incredible. It's 9 o'clock, and we're under 2 minutes to go in our second game.
Stay around. We'll have some great interviews, Coach P.
Yes.
And we'll have 3 of the players. We'll have an offensive player of the game, a defensive player of the game, and the MVP of the game.
Trey Person puts in the bucket. Second one good. 10 points in the fourth quarter, 15 overall and officially for the junior. And a 20-point game with under 2 minutes. I talked about my favorite play-by-play guy, Toby Rowland, for the OU Sooners. And here in a moment, shot no good by Taylor. I think you can unhitch the wagons and put the ponies in the barn, as another foul from Knox Central will put Corbin on the free throw line. Barring a Titanic collapse in the final 132, it'll be Corbin that will go on to Saturday's contest against North Laurel. Knox Central will end their season at 16-11. Corbin moves to 16-13. First shot good by Akins. Second shot is good. It'll be interesting. I'm sure you're going to ask this, but when you talk to Coach Petrosky, you're going to find out what he talked about there at halftime to make those adjustments, because it was a tale of two halves, Ronnie, as Corbin came out on fire. And basically, I mean, honestly, I think they won this game in the first 4 to 5 minutes on that 10-0 run, because Knox Central's never been able to come back from there. We get a time. Let's see. We got a officials timeout. Going to get some players in for Knox Central. So number 22, Noah Parton. Number 25, Abram Smith. And number 35, and that is Blakely Ellis. So getting some young men some time here on the region floor. Again, Knox Central, they only lose one senior, Evan Taylor.
Where's Knox Central student section?
Why
are they not here?
I don't know. That was a question that some people were asking. The KC Crazies did not hear from anybody.
They did not show up. Corbin's came out big time. I mean, big time over there.
50 seconds to go. And again, it's just a matter of running out the time. So on Saturday, we'll have Bell County and Whitley County first semifinal, and then North Laurel and Corbin. So I think we're going to have a good crowd Saturday with these schools. Also, it was the district winners. Well, no, Whitley County was a runner-up, so we got two representing the 50th. So out of the 8 games this week, 7 district winners go to the semifinals. As you can see on the clock, folks, final seconds tip off here. Your final from the Corbin Arena, 54-32. Corbin defeats Knox Central. We'll have our post-game report, the Chase Carson post-game report, brought to you by Chase Carson, running for City Council of London. And Ronnie will take care of the rest here. And we'll wrap up things here in a few moments. But right now, I'm going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to adjust the game. I'll be right back in a moment.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network. Let me introduce you to London City Council candidate Chase Carson. He was born and raised in Laurel County, graduated from South Laurel, and went on to Eastern Kentucky University, where he earned his bachelor's and his master's degree. And then he came home to give back to the community in which he loves. He's a community leader who's focused on respect and transparent local government. He believes the residents deserve accountability and professionalism from its elected officials. Would you please consider voting for Chase Carson for your next London City Council member?
Hey, basketball.
Back here at the Corbin
Hey,
Arena.
basketball fans, this is
superlatives.
Coach T. Walter T. Hewlett, candidate for Laurel County Judge Executive. With 43 years in education and coaching, I know how to build a championship team, and I'm ready to work for you. I'm bringing community leaders, business owners, and government together to build a stronger Laurel County and a stronger Southern Kentucky. This isn't my campaign, it's our campaign. On Election Day, vote Coach T, number 1 on the ballot for Laurel County Judge Executive. It's tea time.
Paid for by Walter T. Hewlett for Laurel County Judge Executive. Whether you are buying or selling, Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty would love to help you get your property sold or help you find your next dream home, farm, or investment property, no matter how big or small. Jesse Sizemore with Century 21 Advantage Realty will help make the process smooth and enjoyable for you. Feel free to contact Jesse Sizemore anytime at 606-309-9898. Jesse Sizemore, Century 21 Advantage Realty.
Hello, my name is Chance McPeak, and I'm running for Magistrate of District Number 5. I've spent more than 20 years serving our community as a proven volunteer, problem solver, and hands-on leader. I believe leadership means being proactive, seeing issues before they become problems, and planning for the future with a clear vision and common sense mentality. I'm open-minded, reliable, and committed to making decisions that put our families, our safety, and our growth first. This is my home where I raise my 3 children with my wife, Katie, and we are ready to work every day to move District 5 forward together. Please consider voting McPeak for Magistrate in May of 2026. Thank you. This has been
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
Back here at the Corbin Arena, Chase Carson, post-game report. Oh, and also, you got some other superlatives there if you want to give them a shout-out, and we'll talk about some stats.
Yeah, Chase Carson, thank you for sponsoring the post-game show. He's running for your London City Council, and we appreciate our awards that we have here for you at the end of the game. First off, I want to talk about our defensive player of the game, and that's brought to you by Daisy's Dream Destinations and our friend Sambri Crisologo. Let her plan all your vacations for you, and she will do a phenomenal job. The defensive player of the game, Mr. Eli Petrosky, had some great blocks in there and did great on defense, finished with 7 rebounds. He really made a difference there, Steve Black, in the second half especially. He is the defensive player of the game, brought to you by Daisy's Dream Destination. We'll go on to our offensive player of the game. He came out on fire as well in the second half. Mr. Lucas Britton finished the game with 11 points and 2 rebounds. But he was on fire, did a great job there. He was a spark plug in that 10-0 run and really made a big difference. He's your Serve Pro, serving Pulaski and Laurel counties, your Serve Pro offensive player of the game. And the MVP of the game had a great game. Finished the game with 7 rebounds, 15 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Mr. Trey Person. Trey Person is your MVP of the game, brought to you by the folks at VMW, or not VMW.
VFW.
VFW.
There you go.
That'd be cool if we could give away BMWs, couldn't it? VFW Post 3302 out of London. Thank you for sponsoring the MVP. It's Trey Person tonight. Steve Black, your thoughts?
Nice battle here, but it was the tale of 2 halves. And we'll talk about shooting percentages. Knox Central shot 50% in the first half. Now, that was compared to just 37.5% from Corbin. Now, check this out, Ronnie Smith. Corbin shot 68% in the second half, 13 of 19. Knox Central just 18%, 4 of 22.
It's the difference in the game.
It was kind of like that Kentucky collapse against Georgetown and Seattle back in the NCAA tournament back in Joby Hall Day. I don't know if you remember that one. The big second half collapse in that, and that's what Knox Central had in this case. Now, Ronnie mentioned the players of the game. Again, Trey Person leads all scorers with 15.7 rebounds. Lucas Britton and Evan Ellis, 11 points apiece. Eli Petrosky with 9, 4 points from Salmons, and 4 points for Akins, and that was Corbin. Knox Central led by Evan Hubbard with 11 points, 3 rebounds. Also scoring for Knox Central, 2 points from Trevor Smith, 5 points from Spencer Pritchard, 6 points from Evan Taylor, 2 points from Luke Olmstead, and 6 points from Hayden Melton. It was just 21-19 at the half, and then Corbin started the second half on a big run, and Ronnie, they never looked back. And so your final score, 54-32. Corbin goes on to Saturday's semifinal contest as they take on North Laurel. So the teams are coming in. I'm going to put my headset down and
good to see
let
you, buddy.
you go, and we'll talk in a minute.
All right. Thank you much. And we'll be interviewing some players and some coaches, and we'll have a great time as they're doing that as well here on the Chase Carson for London City Council post-game show here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. And we appreciate them being there. Coach P is going to hit the radio first. Where did Lucas go? Did we lose Lucas? I thought I saw him coming this way. Did somebody else grab Lucas? Where did he go? Rest of them will be back in. Did he come back in? Yeah, they'll be back out in a minute. We'll get our guys out here. Coach P will join us. Coach P and I worked together for a long time. He has an obligation with WCTT, so they'll be with us as well. Chase Carson, again, is sponsoring of the post-game show, the halftime show, and the pregame show. What a great night for the Corbin Redhounds. Tony Patterson came to this game, and he did a wonderful job of getting this team back. Coach Madden, he took back over. Nobody really expected Knox Central to do what they were able to do. Had a great year. Congratulations to the Knox Central Panthers, and congratulations to Coach Patterson on being able to get back where they were able to get back to tonight. So they did a phenomenal job. So we're so glad to be able to be up here covering the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network, covering the tournament, brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt and the L4 Security Group that does a phenomenal job, and we appreciate them so much. And we're first going to be joined by our offensive player of the game. Our offensive player of the game brought to you by the good folks at ServPro, serving Pulaski and Laurel counties. My little buddy, Lucas Britt, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Couldn't have came out any hotter there in the third quarter, down by 2 points at halftime, 10-0 run to begin the third quarter. Once you started getting it going, just talk about how the momentum of the game changed.
I mean, came out slow in the first half, but, when top ball games, you're going to see what you're made of in the second half. We came out with a different energy. Trey tipping the ball, getting a few steals, throwing it up, easy layups. I mean, takes a village to win this, and I think we had a great third quarter.
Yeah, it was a great third quarter. You outscored them 19-5 in the third. Went on a 30-8 run. One of the best stretches in the second half that I've seen all season long from any team, and it just kept on going. Nobody on the team had more than 15 points. You had 4 or 5 of you with at least 9. What does this team mean to you? Everything you guys have been through this year, what's it mean to you to get to play on Saturday?
I mean, coming into the season, we had 2 key players leave us out of nowhere, and we've been doubted even before the season. I mean, this summer, everybody, North Laurel, Bell County, and we're just right here with them. It means the world, playing with my brothers, and it just means more playing for the city.
Yeah, and we're proud of you. Wait just a minute. Stay right here with me. And, we're proud of you. When you got things going, you hit those layups, that's good. But, man, you smack that three as well. You turned around and looked at your student section, man. How did that feel? I mean, like, that adrenaline. Is that not amazing how that feels?
Having them behind us makes things 10 times easier. They bring an energy that you just can't really replicate, and it really means a lot to us.
Well, Lucas Britton, my buddy, I love you, man. I'm proud of you. You are our offensive player of the game. Don't go too far away. When Coach P gets done, they want to interview you on the radio over there, okay?
Thank you.
All right. That was Lucas Britton. Now we're going to be joined by Mr. Trey Person. Going to jump in here. Trey Person is our MVP of the game, brought to you by VFW Post 332. He has had a phenomenal game tonight. 15 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, 7 rebounds. Brother, it's good to see you, man. What a game.
Thank you.
Man, let's talk a little bit about that third quarter, man. It got kicking pretty good, and you guys got going. I know you scored 15, Trey, but your defense was great tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So what was the big key to that change in that third quarter?
I mean, the first half was a little rough, and we knew that we had to be more physical, and I think that they just overpowered us first half. But then we just came out and showed them what we could do, and really became the more physical basketball team, and just showed that on defense.
Yeah, I felt like that was a very physical game. Knox Central is a very physical team, and what I love about you, Trey, is to think about your consistency. You've been part of this program your whole high school career. This year, you finally had the opportunity to get out there and show your God-given skills. How does that feel for you to be able to do that?
Feels great. I mean, for the past 2 years, I mean, we've had good teams, and I've had to give them work a little bit, on the practice team, of course. But now that I'm one of the players, I have to step into a big role. I mean, it's great. I can show everyone what I really can do.
And it's pretty cool to get to play on Saturday. Obviously, that's your goal. Big game against North Laurel. You just want to see some momentum keep going. What do you guys need to do between now and then to get ready for Saturday?
Really just it's going to be a lot of going over the scouting report and putting work in on film and really getting to their tendencies. And yet again, going to have to be another physical game and just show everyone what we're made of that game too.
I'm proud of you, buddy. Thanks for taking some time with me tonight. Our MVP of the game, Mr. Trey Person, had a big game tonight. Now we're going to talk to our defensive player of the game. Came in here banging, had 9 points, but he had some big rebounds too. Had 9 rebounds, 4 big steals. Brought to you by Daisy's Dream Destination by Assembly Crisologo. No other than my buddy, Mr. Eli Petrosky.
Going on?
I love you, buddy.
I love you.
I'm so glad to see you, man.
Hey, it's glad to see you.
You've been around basketball obviously your whole life. Not many games have went the way that second half went. Everything was clicking on all cylinders. Let's talk a little bit about that third quarter.
Yeah, I'm just proud of my team for coming out in the second half, and we didn't give in. We were playing bad in the first half. They had a 2-point lead, right?
Yeah.
And we're just battling. I said that to the other person I was talking to. We're just coming out and we're battling, even when it gets hard, and we're finding ways to win.
Yeah, and that was a big 10-0 run to start there. 30-8 at one point. In the second half, it ended up being 35 to 11. Just absolutely amazing. And I know what this game means to you with your brothers that have graduated in years before. It's your time. You always looked at them. You knew that this could be your last game in your career. What did it mean to you tonight?
I mean, it means everything. I don't want it to be over yet. I'm not ready to go home, and I'm not ready to not play basketball again, to be honest. So it means the world to me.
Think about all the memories. You remember coming here as a little boy. I remember seeing you running around. You see these little kids around here, and you look at it, and now, you're the leader out there of this team. It's just been unbelievable, the journey. A lot of adversity this year you guys have came through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at one point, people were counting us out like we wouldn't even make the region. At one point, everybody was saying that we were down, all this stuff. And I mean, I'm proud of my team for how tough we are. We could have gave in very early. I mean, there was times where we had like losing records going in. I think we were 500 at the end of the regular season. And I mean, at that point, you could have been like, all right, we're ready to hang it up. But I mean, we've just grown together, and I'm proud of my team.
Yeah, the last few games, you're thinking of Whitley County and South, and now Knox Central. And your dad would say this. I'm getting ready to talk to him. It don't matter how you're playing in December. It matters how you're playing in February. Yeah. So you guys are clicking on all cylinders.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, like I said at one point a month ago, we weren't very good. Yeah, I'm going to come out and say it right now. I mean, we were struggling. We were losing games that we should have won. Them games that, fourth quarter games that we should have pulled away with, we dropped. And we've gotten better at that the last couple of weeks. And I'm really excited about the Saturday.
Yeah, all right. Well, I love you, buddy. We'll talk soon, okay?
I love you.
We're going to get Pops on here just like old times. Our defensive player of the game, Mr. Eli Petrosky, big second half there, and just one of the best second halves I've seen in a long time. 10-0 run, they ended up on a 30-8 run and outscored them 35-11. Coach, just like old times, man.
Yeah.
How many times have we done this?
Oh, I know. Yes.
I know what this means to me because I know what it means to you. Congratulations on a big win tonight.
Yeah, man, I'm really proud of my kids, and I'm an old traditional guy. So for us to win 3 here in a row, to knock off South, to knock off Whitley, knock off Knox Central, for 25 years, those have been big opponents for me, right? I mean, plain and simple, and that's with all due respect. So, man, I can't say enough about my kids. I mean, Ronnie, halfway through this season, we could have easily, packed it in and found reasons to kind of give in or give up. And every kid you see in a uniform out here on that bench with us, they just kept grinding and believing in us, believing in our staff, believing in each other. And then, man, just we turned it on at the right time. Played our best basketball of the year there in the district. Carried it over to tonight. We didn't panic. That was what I was proud of. They hit some shots in the first half. Didn't panic. It was close at halftime. We talked about that. And then, got out in transition, got some easy buckets on them, which was essential. I thought Evan, thought Eli, I thought Trey really rebounded the ball well. And then they were able to key out and get us out going. And a lot of respect for Tony, man. He's a well of a coach. They got a bunch of young kids. They're going to be hard out for a few years to come, if not more. So great win for our program, and certainly glad to move on to Saturday.
What do you think about the second half? I don't know what you said at halftime. Were you calm? Was it one of those, or was it? I know you can't tell your secrets, but what was your emotion at halftime?
A little bit of both, right? I mean, my first message was we knew. I mean, you got to know coming in here, you got to embrace hard, tough games, right? You're not just going to come out and beat everybody by 20. I mean, that's a dream world. So we talked about that going to district. For us to be as good as we are, we've got to win some games we haven't won in the past, 3-point games, execution games. And, man, our kids have done a well of a job on that. I just challenged them. Let's continue to be physical. Thought we needed to do a better job on Melton. I thought in the first half that he was almost like a point forward, kind of distributing and dictating pace. Thought Eli did a better job of him on the second half. Just continue to challenge Evan and Trey to rebound. I thought they did good. I think he had 7 and 5 between the two of them. That was able to key our breakout. Then when we got to the lead, we showed a little bit of maturity, right? We kind of mixed and matched and yin and yang and got scored on them a little bit, made them work a little bit, and was able to extend the lead.
A couple things pointed out to me. 13 for 19 in the second half, 4 for 22. They shot 18%, 54 rebounds.
Wow.
In a game. Yeah. That's crazy to get.
You know
54.
how much I love rebounding. So
exactly. I had to point that out to you, Coach.
Yeah. That can't be right.
That's crazy.
You're wrong, right? We had
30,
26, I think, something like that. That can't be right.
Well,
54 is the points, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
I
was going to say.
We had that many rebounds. That was going to be off the charts.
Steve Black handed me that, and he had that. So that's crazy right there. That would have been crazy. But still.
Man, you know how hard it is to get up here, number one. I know we've done it a bunch of years in a row, but I never take that for granted. Then for us to come out and advance to Saturday, something special. I think everybody probably feels like North and Bell are the two favorites to get in there. But, man, I've seen my kids overcome so much. We need a good day of practice and focus and some reps. It's a very quick turnaround for us. So we've got to kind of digest a lot of things and get it out there and, hopefully be able to make a game out of it, put ourselves in a situation that we can win. And like I always say, I always bet on red.
Yeah, 26 to 19. You still won the rebound. But here's the thing. It's not used to being that underdog. Is Corbin even going to make the region tournament? How many times do we hear that? Can they beat Whitley? They beat them, and all this, boom, 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 the way the season's turned around. You can just kind of go back and you can just kind of see. And a lot of that key, I think, Coach, and just being an old fan, an old friend, was Trey Person stepping into that role and understand you had Eli, you have Lucas, and you had you've got Evan. But when he has stepped up for you, it's changed the dimension of your team.
Yeah, I joke with my coaching staff. Everybody says, man, you did a great job of finding that third score, man. Trey, a lot of times is our number one scorer. Yeah. Man, you won't find a better kid either, right? I mean, Trey is just a yes, sir, no, sir, quiet kid. But when the lights come on, I mean, in every sport, right? He's a multi-sport athlete. Man, he just makes plays, and I'm really happy for him. I like how we're trusting each other. I like that Evan has really grown his game. He's a rebounder, he's a distributor, a point guard. He's buying in and he's guarding. I thought Lucas and Clay, Mason Salmons did a good job. Got some really big deflections that got us out in transition. So, this is a team I thought we could be, but you don't know if you're ever going to really get there. But the last 3 games we played up to our potential, and certainly proud of the kids for doing that.
8 years ago tonight was when we cut the nets. Cromer hits the 3 to go to overtime. I saw it on my timeline today. And got to go to Rupp Arena. Andrew Taylor had 37 points that game. It's just the feel here. It's another year. Eli talked about being a little kid walking around here, and now he's here. Just congratulations, getting ready for Super Saturday. And, I love you, appreciate your friendship. And I know this is a big win. And congratulations, Knox Central, on a great season. But tonight, the Red Hounds prevail.
Yeah, man, I want to thank you guys. I just, for years have seen the mountain regions not be publicized for the talent and the coaching and everything that we've got here, Reed and Trent. I mean, there's been plenty before, don't get me wrong, but we're in the age now of just everything's online. And man, I just, obviously the Red Hounds, but everybody, the way that you promote, y'all guys promote our 13th regions, our players, our coaches, man, it's certainly special. And, I always joke with these guys, when they get as old as me, they're going to be able to get on YouTube and reminisce and see these things. And I think that's just certainly special. So I want to say I appreciate you for doing that. I love and I care about you. Appreciate your friendship as well. Like always, I say, Ronnie, go Hounds.
All right, thanks, Coach. Tony Petrosky, his team wins big here, 54-32. Great season by Knox Central. They're a great team, and they're young. And I coach middle school basketball, and I've seen their middle school program. Don't cry over Knox Central. They're going to be around for a long time. They've got some great players coming up, and it's going to be a great year for them. Steve Black, you get the final thoughts tonight.
Tell of two halves here in the second contest. Again, Knox Central only shooting 18% there in the second half. Corbin 68%. That was the big difference. I mean, Knox Central up by 2 at the end of the half. Only scored 11 points in that second half, Ronnie. And it was 35-7 in that second half. So that did it in. So going to be a big game, big game. We've got a tornado warning going on right now.
Nacho!
Oh, no. But big games tomorrow night. Join us. Ronnie, you're on assignment.
Yeah.
Randy Worley.
I'm on family father assignment. With everything we've been through, my family, I'm not going to miss my baby girl's tennis game. So Randy Worley, he's on a plane coming back to be with my good buddy Steve Black. It's been great working with this week. We'll be here for the end of the tournament. Appreciate Chase Carson for London City Council. He is a sponsor of this post-game show. Great interviews, and everybody be safe out there, and we'll see you down the road.
All right. Take care. God bless.